This is so hype right now. This is so hype. Oh my gosh. Also, this ambience is weird. Like I hear like a fan. I hear those ticking. What up, Gotcha? What up, Seto? Hey, Sparky, Seto, King Cheese, Travis, and Cassie. If you guys are big fan, I'm just gonna start this off. First off, if you guys are big fans of Danganronpa, and if you're big fans of Zero Escape, you will like this game. I need to get a few things out of the way first and foremost. Okay. First off, huge. Sadly, it's a bit late. No worries, Travis. No worries. But first off, if you are huge fans of Danganronpa and Zero Escape, you'll love this game. What up, Sapphire? First off, sorry, brain is I'm blown away that I'm playing this game right now. What up, Addy? What up, Joel? Is this the background in elementary school? True. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, I'm blown away that I'm even playing this game. Not too long ago, but the code in the title is a clock. Yep, I can see that. Got time of it. But anywho, no spoilers in the game, obviously. But my brain is just not working because I'm just in awe that I'm playing this right now. Huge shout outs to Miracle Moon. So Miracle Moon, as you guys can see at the bottom, is the creator of the game. Behind my back, and also thank you to SHSL Blaze, a good friend of mine. I've talked about him before. What up, John? I'm Justin. I've talked about Blaze before, and Blaze, he's a good friend. He's a streamer as well. If you guys have not checked him out, you absolutely should. I think he's streaming Persona 5 right now. But he was like, you need to play this game. And I was like, okay, well, I'll buy it once I get money again, once I get out of like debt and everything. He's like, hold up, I got you. He messaged Miracle Moon because he got a developer copy of the game, or he got a review copy of the game. And then Miracle Moon gifted him a code to give to me to do a review copy. And then from what I understand, we can stream the entire game. If there's things that come out that are getting changed, we're going to show that as well. I have not shown. I've been told that I can pretty much do with it what I will. Miracle Moon's Twitter handle is in the description, and as well as Blaze's channel, because huge thank you to both of them for letting me, like, getting me the game, essentially, and Miracle Moon being the one who developed it. This is the first time I have ever been given, like, a review copy for a game before. There's some that send me, like, RPG Maker stuff through, like, my business email, which you guys can see in the About section of my channel. But this is the first time that I've actually gotten one that has intrigued me, that has gotten my attention, and that has caught my eye that I really wanted to play. I was going to buy this game on my own. I want to say that as well. But the fact that they actually trusted me with like a code and to review the game and play it for you guys is amazing. So yeah. And yeah, the game is actually counting in the bottom right. That's true. So huge shout outs to them. It's crazy. This is the first time we're ever doing something like this, so I hope I do the game justice. We're gonna play the game. I don't know really much about it other than that you're the mastermind of this game. That's the only thing I know. So there's also a flowchart, and also this flowchart is fucking insane. Like, look at this. Look at this flowchart. I don't know what the 0% is. There's trusts, there's help. To understand how the flowchart works. Okay, you may access any segment in the flowchart as you like, provided it has already been unlocked by playing through the game, and the go button is lit up. Some segments have trust requirements. To light up the go button for those, you must manage the choices preceding them and determine all their outcomes. Once you enter a segment, all your chosen outcomes will be set for the remainder of the save file, regardless if they were set after or before the selected segment. Choices will only let you set them if you've already experienced all their possible trust-changing outcomes firsthand. Otherwise, the button will be colored red. The autofill button will let you quickly set your choices back up to access a segment you've already been to. However, it won't solve the puzzle of the flowchart. If a segment has an exclamation mark over it, you need to set its choices. You'll be refused access to later segments until you pick all choices leading to them. Okay. So, from what I understand of this, I was given a little bit of an explanation. When it comes to the split over here, I have to make a choice. Before I make the choice, I have to save the game. That's what I understand. I guess. I don't know. This is gonna be crazy. I'm gonna try to 100% this. But this has been fucking insane. I'm so excited. Travis, the $5. Gosh, I wish I could read. I wish I could read what that says. Because it doesn't really state it. Just so small. Hold on. What if I were to do this? Review. Here you go. I just copied the word review for you, which means this is a review copy. I hope you enjoy. Do we know how long this game is, by the way? Like, is this a fully fledged full game or a shorter fan game? Or what should we expect here? I don't know, Travis. First off, thank you for the $5. And what up, Supernova? I've been told that this is a full-fledged game, but I don't know how long it is. I don't know anything else about it. So there's also extras. There's art, CG art, lexicon. Yo, that means dictionary. I know what that means. So yeah, I don't know how long this is, but we'll see. Let's just jump into it. That's a gunshot. Let's stop wasting time. Dots. Where am I? Floating. If the game's too loud, let me know. I am floating. Okay. You're floating. Floating in a sea of nothing. Before everything was dark. Now I know that you're here. Thought is comforting. Please don't go. Not yet. And this I'll take tomorrow. Later, Travis. Take it easy. Take it easy. I need you here right now. But it's useless, isn't it? I already know you'll kill me. What? I'm not going to kill anybody. I'm the most loving person ever. Stab. Sorry. God witnessed all that had been made, and indeed it was good. And there was evening, and there was morning, the 6th day. Genesis 1:31. Never read it. Know what it's about, probably. No. Memento. So I've already, hold on, real quick. I've already been informed that there are... Okay, never mind, we don't have to worry about it. Oops, hold on, let me just do this, Let's not get into that, Seto. Let's not get into that at all. Let's not bring that up at all. So probably this moment. Don't worry, let's not bring up religion at all. So we got trust, options, hide. Okay, hide. Auto, quit, so I can see the logs, options. I don't know about trust. This is messed up. Let's fast forward, but it has to be done. The seat the girl was sitting on was uncomfortable. It was the least of her worries, however. Hunched over with her eyes closed, it was the perfect moment for introspection. Pandora. That's my name. At least, that's my nickname. It's made of Pan and Dorone. It's Greek. It means all and gifted, so the all gifted or the all giving. That's a really poor name, because I have nothing to give. Just things to take. What up, Blue? How's it going? Take from who, you ask? From 8 animals. She remained immobile, as if she was afraid of what was soon to come. Afraid of the unknown, afraid of failure, afraid of being afraid. Every possible thing to be afraid of, all at once. In the room, 2 other people were alongside her, immobile. They already had their masks on, unlike the other girl. One vaguely resembled a rabbit, and the other a wolf. The one next to the girl was similar to a bear in theme. I think it's about time to put on the helmet. It won't be long before they wake up, and if I'm not ready by then, I'd rather not think about it. There, it's on. Just as expected, I can't see anything through it just yet. That's because my helmet's special, given that I'm behind all of this. Ooh. It is a Danganronpa-like game, and Zero Escape. It's about both. So our mask is different. Okay, so let's see. So we're the Mastermind. We are the Mastermind. I need to have some measure of control and all. The vision will be fixed once I connect to it. I can't see anything because the cameras lining the exterior aren't linked yet. I can hack any helmet thanks to that, which lets me spy on others. I couldn't make this kind of thing myself. A guy programmed it all for me. Is he a part of this too? No, I don't think so. All the people here have committed great sins, and it was all Pandora's fault. You could say it was all my fault. I'm Pandora, after all. I've been Pandora for years. Well, I better get to it. Time to activate this piece of junk. It's after the dot. Fudge nuggets. So he did program it to be funny puzzle, which I can't say I'm that surprised about. I should have expected something like this from that piece of work. I don't think he really understood what these helmets were for. In a way, I'm glad that's the case. But it also means I'm gonna have to solve this kind of thing every time I want to spy on someone, huh? All I apparently have to do is follow the instructions on the upper part of the interface. Which is simple enough. Judging by what I'm looking at, he left me a way to get hits too. That's nice, since I don't have the time to worry over solving it the proper way. Enough flubbing around. I'll just take the hints if I need them, so I can finish this ASAP. Yep, yeah, they straight up say, solve the puzzle! Haha, puzzles! Okay. Answer the dot. Answer after the dot. Let's... Report. Okay, interesting. Wait, what? Wait, what? It's not news report. Oh crap, it's not news report. I thought it was news report. Shoot. News. I think it's ER. Hold on. Repo? I don't know if I should take the hints. Also, I'm gonna try to solve these on my own, so don't tell me the answers. But, news repo. I would say broadcast, that's too long, yeah. Hopper! News power! Answer after the dot. I'll have to say confirm. Answer after the dot. Do I do hint? Do I do a hint? I don't know. Okay, apparently I can switch these though. Answer after the dot. Get it? Is the word weeby in there? No. Let's switch these words. Hey, what up, Yoshi? How's it going? I didn't mean to put that word up there. It's easy? How is it easy? It's not report. Are you okay with puzzles? Usually I'm pretty good with puzzles, but for some reason this one's not sinking into my brain. I'm thinking news report. No, it's obvious? How is it obvious? Am I just stupid? Am I literally that stupid? How fucking stupid am I? It's super obvious? Stab the H? Eat the H. How do I eat the H? Can I move the dot? I can't move the dot. No. News dot. Because I'm thinking, is the news report, news broadcast? I don't know anything else what that is. Oh, I get it. What? How do you guys get it? I'm so stupid. I'm so fucking stupid. Should I use a hint? How am I Patrick Owens and know it? I'm confusion. I don't. Dude, I saw it in 5 seconds. Really? How? Switch the H in the A. Aperol. But how do you get it? Take the letters from the question? I don't think I'm supposed to. That's the thing. I don't think I'm supposed to. What's can I take a hint? Can I take a hint already? Am I that stupid? Am I that stupid? Might as well use the hints, I guess. The answer is answer. Oh, you gotta be kidding me! Oh my gosh! That's that. Okay. Okay. Though I do want to just hope answer. Hope answer! Wow. That's okay. 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 Okay, that was good. That was good. I wasn't expecting that. I was not expecting that. Usually games don't do the outside the box thinking. All right, so I gotta remember. I gotta remember outside the box thinking. Outside the box thinking. At least that was easy. Sure. Processing complete. Evaluating frequencies. Connection established. Smile and shine. The helmet the blonde girl was wearing lit up. Immediately, she was assaulted by a vicious and annoyed howl coming from the side, which promptly and completely woke her up. Cheerleader, who's a rabbit, who's flipping us off! Okay. What am I playing as? That's a great question. I think I'm playing as a bear right now? I don't know. What the fuck is going on here? One of the teens wore a helmet that loosely looked like a rabbit's head. It was a sharp contrast to the cheerleader outfit she was otherwise adorned with. Colorful and bright and aesthetic, one could only expect the girl wearing it to be just as cheerful and happy. Yeah, this is loud. I'm turning this down a little bit. Is it like Danganronpa? Yeah, it's Danganronpa and Zero Escape is what it seems like. Judging by what she was screaming, she was anything but cheerful or happy. Look, I have no idea. I keep telling you, I don't know what's going on. And no, I can't take off this weird mask either. Yo, I like this wolf dude. Look at that wolf dude. The other student wore a canine helmet. His clothing was strange, as if he was wearing one of those skin-tight suits from animated series. You don't get to pick how and when you get kidnapped, so that's what he was wearing. The bickering continued, uninterrupted. I'm not buying that. You two were sitting there, calm and peaceful like you owned the place while I was going apeshit over here. You're still going apeshit right now. Calm down. He's asleep, and I bet she still is. He must have been drugged. Calm down! Do you even know who I am? You don't order around a girl like me. Then we should introduce ourselves, Miss Superiority Complex. Unlike the more agitated rabbit girl, the wolf boy was still calm, studying his current surroundings without blowing anywhere in the same fuss that she was. No, fuck, I'm not telling you. She's giving me like Juliet vibes from Lollipop Chainsaw. I'm not telling anybody. What if you're after my money? No, fuck no. Okay, then don't ask me if I know who you are. The wolf boy thought about it and came up with an alternative. Do you have some kind of nickname then, or anything else like that? I can't go around calling you Bunny, and I bet you'd hate that too. Bunny? What are you talking about? The mask you have, it kind of looks like a rabbit. It has 2 ears, see? Here and there. Yours looks like a wolf's head, I guess. That's it. You think you can just threaten me with that thing on, don't you? Knock it off. Your head also looks really uncanny with that helmet. So, nickname. The boy's tone made it excruciatingly clear he was really getting tired of her shit at that moment, which ultimately made her abdicate her stance on the matter. Whatever, fine. Superbia. That's my nickname. Superbia? Superbia! I'm Superbia! I like it. Is it fair enough? Doesn't seem like there's anything super about that girl. Yikes. The wolf boy thought about it for a moment. And the seconds passed, the girl grew increasingly agitated again. Hey you! You tricked me, now you got a leg up on me. That's what you think, right? Now you got my name, and I don't have yours, so... No, shut up. You shut up! Nobody tells me to shut up. My words are far more valuable than yours. I'm saying I'm thinking about it. Can you stop being a little bitch for a few moments so I can even say my name? Damn! Oh my gosh! It's now nickname Zara. I hope so. You're not even hearing yourself, are you? Calm down already. Holy hell! We're in the same boat, okay? Trust. You can trust me. Trust levels. So right now, Rabbit does not trust us at all. Okay, so these are trust levels between everybody. So we need to build trust. Okay. Interesting. That small outburst seemed to calm down the bunny girl. After he let a few seconds pass to test her mettle, the guy spoke again, making good on his word. So I have a nickname too. It's Nvidia. So Superbia and Nvidia. Okay. Nvidia. Okay, that works, I guess. Now what? Now, I'm not sure. Maybe it's time to say hi. As her tone settled down, the girl wearing the bear-themed helmet reached forward onto the desk as if trying to stand up. The both of them turned to look at her, but just as quickly, all three of them no longer could see anything of each other or the classroom. Or we could start the program by mistake. Had to happen sooner or later, I guess. From the inside of their helmets, they could see a girl. She looked fairly cute, if not a little young. There was a remarkable purity emanating from her. That's me. It's a fake representation of me, I guess. You could say it's my avatar. Hey, Cube, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. Is it the Terranian of old? Oh my gosh. From the moment that avatar spoke, time seemed to stand still. Hello, everyone, and welcome to your unfortunate but warranted prison. My name is Me, and meeting you at last is entirely my pleasure, I assure you. Please remain silent as no one can hear you, and this is a very important recording you will only hear once. It is shared to all 9 of you to keep the playing field fair. First, I will be telling you a few rules that will be very important, so make sure to listen closely. As the honeyed voice flowed forth, the pose on the screen changed as if to indicate a different emotion. However, the tonality was unchanging, clashing with what was shown. The helmet you wear is very special. If you attempt to remove it, you'll be surrendering your right to live. So I would please urge you to not do that. Or do it if you want. It's no skin off my back. No, really. I don't have skin. I'm just an avatar. Holy hell. Holy hell, look at her eyes. Ooh, she's staring at me like she wants to kill me. Let's not die. The avatar's tone grew colder with those words, but it was back to normal as quickly as it had first changed. I understand it is very uncomfortable, but if you wish to get rid of it, you'll have to follow my instructions later. For the time being, you are stuck with it. Now, very important fact, I'm merely an image that represents someone in your group. Your goal in this game is to kill me. To that effect, the game we will play is called, you guessed it, Kill Me. After you have killed me, you'll be one step closer to escaping this hellhole I've put you in. Please accept my sincerest apologies for that too. If there was any other way, I would have taken it. Unfortunately, your time is not infinite. You have a total of 6 hours to bring about my death. Should the allotted time expire, you will all surrender your right to live. The thought is so very unbearable. Speaking of time limits, when you are in a room like this one, your time limit is shortened to 39 minutes. When you are in a room like this one, wait, what? You are locked in this room until you figure something out, preferably within the allotted time. What you have to figure out changes with each room, except for these first rooms. In these first rooms, all 3 groups will have to figure out what links all of you together. Interesting. This is crazy. Don't worry, I made it a little easy because the time we have been ticking down to 30 minutes while I spoke. See, I am fair. As long as you obey the rules. The chilling stare made its appearance once more, only to be replaced with her normal kinder eyes afterwards. Hey Zelda, don't worry. As soon as you figure out the answer, simply say, "Let me out," followed by the answer and the door will automatically come unlocked. Unfortunately, if your answer is wrong, the one who said it will surrender their right to live. I trust you understand this means that if you senselessly scream for me to let you out, you will merely die, so please do not do it. Or do it if you want. If you animals value your lives so little, then be my guest. I will talk more about the Kill Me game once you are out. I have one last thing of note to tell you before I go. When you escape, the door will close behind your group, and you will not be allowed to come back. Ever. Make absolutely sure to collect the key cards and any weird keys you find here. To disable cheating, you are not allowed to take any item out with you that isn't in one of the final containers of this deduction room. I'll see you later. Okay, interesting. Bye, Zelda. Following that crazy recording, the screen was replaced with the normal view of the classroom. Everything is going as planned. Did you see that too? Finally, one of them spoke up again, even though they weren't in any state of mind to fully register what the artificial lunatic had told them. Yeah, what is even going on here? I don't get any of it, and that girl is some creepy shit. I have to admit, this wake-up call is a little unexpected. Anyway, there's no time for screwing around. B said there was only a half hour before we die in this room, and I honestly don't want to test that claim. We have to leave pronto. Me? Right, that's girl's name. Fine, whatever. Like hell I'm dying here. But what about you, little girl? Would you mind finally giving us a nickname to call you by too? Or you could just say your actual name if you don't care either. These nicknames exist just because Bunny Girl here got cold feet. Bunny Girl? Get off with that! Look, you're wearing that. It's not going to change anytime soon. The two of them patiently awaited an answer. This is stressful as hell. Being locked in here with these two would be terrifying if I didn't know better. Actually, now that I think about it, funny, I can't remember my name. I'm too young to have Alzheimer's yet, but what about you, Grumpy Face? First of all, I am not grumpy, and second of all, how can you be so calm and crack jokes at a time like this? We're running out of time here. Spit your name out already. Holy shit. Yeah, I don't want to kill NVIDIA. NVIDIA's awesome. Apparently playing the part of this fearful girl seems to be working out. Neither of them are suspecting anything. Though, it's making that idiot sandwich even more annoying. Which is either bad or really great. A small sound came from the smaller girl, but the two others just looked at each other in confusion. Superbia eventually threw her hands in the air and decided to leave the two of them alone for a while. Despite the timer going down, things calmed a little after her departure. Look, I can't hear you. You'll have to talk a little louder. He leaned toward her as if waiting for her to answer. Another tiny sound came from the girl's helmet, which naturally distorted their voices thanks to the sound modulator inside each of them. And Cora, that's what I heard. That's right. It's Ankara. Ankara is my nickname. Another made-up nickname to hide behind. It's necessary, just like how I have to make sure nobody can find out I'm behind this. However, things could get dicey later. Following that introduction, Ankara... Can I save? I can't save. I can't save. NVIDIA seems cool. NVIDIA, Wolf and Rabbit. Okay, NVIDIA. You know, I can't remember my actual name either. When I was thinking about it, Ankara just popped out, but it's not really a name, is it? NVIDIA crossed his arms pensively, trying to make sense of the situation a little. Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I bet the bunny is too afraid to admit she's got amnesia too. She completely dodged it earlier. Hey, fuckwad! The door's actually locked! While they spoke, Superbia had tried to open the door. Despite the lack of facial features, it was easy to see she was getting worked up again. The boy held his hands up, calmly shrugging. No kidding. That was me. That's what me said before. Stupid. We can't even leave for real. If anybody told me I would be stuck in some dumb classroom with a bunch of idiots to play a stupid game. Superbia tried to twist the handle in vain. It wasn't going to work. Well, there's a C in Ankara. And with a C, yeah. Fuck, I was so sure it was just a dumb fucking joke. All the more reason to hurry then. We don't have any time. 3 minutes already went by. We can sort all the other information later. And when you're done trying to open the door, join me in Ankara. Ankara agreed with NVIDIA. Yeah, I don't know what this is all about, but our first priority is to leave, so let's start looking around. Let's see. Leave anything you find in the cubicles in the back. That way we can easily look at everything we find. The both of them set off to explore the room and see what they could find. Shortly after, Superbia joined them, having given up on the door. The timer on their helmets read 27 minutes remaining. It's more than enough time. Obviously, I already know what's going on, and what links all of us here, but I can't skip any steps. If I thought about it too much, it would jeopardize the operation, and I'd be found out. It's best to just focus on the search in the room. It's pretty simple. All that needs to be done is to investigate as normal. A lot of things in the room can be selected as part of the search. It's also possible to check the cubicles in the back to see everything that's been found. A bit like inventory of sorts. Deduction. Okay. Hello. Press shift to show highlights. Ooh. No, I don't want to turn on sticky keys. Gonna go chill, listen to music. Bye, Supernova. Take it easy. Take it easy. All right. So we get to explore around a little bit. We could also move. So let's see. Okay, so we got 2 screens. We can also talk with Superbia and NVIDIA. So let's go to the cubicles. These look locked, but it can't hurt to give it a go and see if they open. Forget it, I already tried. None of them open, all locked. Well, in that case, did you try looking behind or under? You know, you're smarter than you look. I hadn't thought of that yet. NVIDIA crouched, peeking under the lockers and spying an empty area. Reaching into it, eventually pulled out an item. Looks like we hit the jackpot. Here's a key. But it doesn't fit any of these locks. Let's try it somewhere else then, Einstein. That's a good guess coming from you. I don't think my name has anything to do with Einstein. It's a figure of speech. Whatever. NVIDIA made sure the key was kept safe on the box shelves in the back of the room. Okay. I got a projector. Classrooms use these things to show movies and whatever else. Hey, Whammy, how's it going? What up, Pandora? You haven't missed too much, no? I like watching movies in class. Unfortunately, we can't reach it. Even Superbia is not tall enough. We need a step ladder. Or a ladder. That's what I said. Not at all. Ladders and step ladders are... Look, we really have no time for this at all. Let's see what's in the bookshelf. As Ankara approached the bookcase, Superbia stopped her with a hand on her shoulder. There's nothing in there. How do you know? What about all those books? Watch and learn. The rabbit-themed girl reached for one of the books. Then she pulled and the entire row came out with her grip. Wow, what the heck? Not surprisingly, but well, gotta play the part, I guess. They're fakes. Not a single book in there is real. And there's nothing else in there either? Exactly. Take that, book nerds. Hey, Rat Lover, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. There's a stepladders, nice. Yeah, I've heard this game references at that game, so. How many times do you think people have drawn dicks on this chalkboard before the teacher sat down in the morning? For those of you youngins out there, chalkboards existed before whiteboards and smartboards. The answer's a lot. The answer's a lot. I remember in high school, people did that all the time. And I know Rat Lover is autism. I'd rather call him Rat Lover. So. Oh, sorry, I didn't hear. Could you repeat the question? Oh, never mind. I was just wondering about stupid stuff. Either way, there's nothing here. Not even the slightest bit of chalk, so let's move out. It's trash bin. There was like no chance in hell I put my hands in there. Suit yourself, but we have to look everywhere. No, we don't have to look in there. Are you this afraid of trash? Clearly not, since I'm talking to you. Look again, genius. The bin is empty. There's just no point. And what about underneath the bin? There's nothing there either. Who would be stupid enough as to hide something under a garbage bin? So did you check then? Yes, I did check. What's up with these 20 questions? So you did put your hands in there in the end. I'll put the back of my hand on your face if you don't shut up. How? This mask is in the way. Stop! I'm out! I'm walking away from this bin right now! And Cora watched from the sidelines. That's a lot of animosity over essentially nothing. True. Yeah, true. Very true. Alright, so we got a few things. We also got a light up there, too. Looks to be something in there. Did you look in there yet? I just finished and nada. So much for that. Okay. What's up here? This lamp seemed strange from the very moment I looked at it. It's not the lamp that's strange, though. It's the light. There's something in there. Fine, I'll grab it for you. Shorty. Listen, I know we're short, but come on! The shorter one crossed her arms in slight annoyance, while Superbia grabbed the object to fish it out of the lamp, standing on her tiptoes to reach it. Oof, that's hella hot! Due to the scalding temperature of the object from being so close to the light bulb, Superbia dropped it to the ground. Is there a way I can make the text faster? Yeah, go figure. Cora reached for it before deciding against it. Yeah, don't touch that yet. Give it like a few seconds. Looks like a cylinder of some kind. What are we supposed to do with it? I don't know, but at least you found it now. I'll take it to the shelves in the back. Superbia competitively stepped onto the object. No way, that's my cylinder now, whatever it's used for. Did you say it was too hot to touch yet anyway? Yep, a trait that shares with yours truly, so please, vacate my new property. Well, whatever, just make sure to bring it with the rest of us so we can have a look at it. At the things we found. Huh, look, there's a slot on one end, too. Like something's made to be inserted in there. Probably a key. Another trait it shares with Superbia. Oh no! Oh. Oh. Oh my gosh. This game takes it there. The rabbit-themed girl walked off to the object to go yell some obscenities at Nvidia. In the meantime, Cora grabbed the cylinder and took it over to the shelves in the back. Wow. Okay, we can't open the door yet. Strange, the handle doesn't turn. I mean, I already knew it was locked. And there's a slot for a key under it. Do you think what me said was a lie? Are you sure that's for a key? What else could it be for? Beats me. One thing's for sure, you can't leave yet. There's even a large metal plate covering the entire window and the door. Okay, cool. Already one of my favorite games. Definitely is well written, that's for sure. Alright, let's move to the side. Okay, there's a metal box. Okay, weird. Look at this box. Doesn't it feel grossly out of place? What kind of classroom has random metal boxes lying around? Yeah, that's exactly the point I just made, Superbia. Very attentive, I see. What do you think this in there? I don't know, but it looks really heavy. Nvidia reached around it, grabbing onto the sides to attempt to lift it. He gave up after a few seconds, already panting from the effort. Okay, so this guy, not the strongest. Yep, no lifting that thing. Not only does it look heavy, but it weighs as much as 2 or 3 persons together. That's not fair, you know. People don't all have the same weight. Let's just go with averages then. The point of the matter is, it's not doable by any of us for sure. Are you sure you're not just masking your incapability to lift? Nvidia shrugged, not wanting to get into a fight over it or anything. There's a keypad on one of the sides, but I can't think of what we could enter there. Maybe it's for later then. Look, the teacher's desk has drawers behind it. Think we'll find anything in them? Nuts, the first one opens, but it's empty, and the second one's locked. Let's see if the key we found fits here. Bingo, here we go. What's in here then? There's another key, and a strange block that looks like a triangle. Okay, so circle and a block. 3D squares. I see there. There I am. Gary! There I am! Gary! There I am! Good job, Cube. You made it to a game. Looks more like a triangle prism to me since it's a 3D shape. Oh, shut up. You know what I meant. Either way, we should bring all this over to our shelves so we don't lose them. Look, there's a weird slot in the end of this prism. I guess something goes in there then. NVIDIA held on to the objects. Cora didn't care to grab the key back, but NVIDIA took it anyway. It's been used already. No point in taking it back. There's also a cabinet underneath the drawers. That one's not locked, so let's have a look inside. Oh, I found something. It's a newspaper clipping. Student murdered at school. Well then! Okay. It's talking about a murder at a school, but everything's crossed out. I don't recall anything like that myself. If it's here, though, then it has to link to us, doesn't it? Let's keep it in mind and look around some more. NVIDIA brought the newspaper clipping with the rest of their stuff to the back of the room. Cool. Is this the same thing? Some of it... Oh, gosh. Sorry, my glasses are blurring. Some of these have pretty funny titles, even if they're fakes. How to Raise Your IQ by Kidnapping Gifted Children. No One Has to Fly. Celsius 233. Oh, the man. It's different to Fahrenheit 457? 447? I don't remember the book. Complete Study on Nomadics. Okay, the last one's not funny, but what's a nomadic? Maybe a key we found will help with this now. She inserted the key in the locker to open the first compartment, but it was empty. Ah, nuts. Nothing in here at all. 451, thank you. Try the others too. Maybe it'll work on more than one lock? Cora went ahead and attempted to unlock the other doors, which had a moderate amount of success. In one of them, she found a rectangular prism with a small slot. All the others were empty. Another one of those prisms. When I shake it, I can feel there's something inside. I don't feel too surprised we found another of those here. Small things come in big packages, huh? Hey, just noticed the prism has a weird slot in one of its ends, too, like the other. At any rate, let's leave it in the back. Sounds good. 51. Dude, it's been a while since I've read that book. It's a good one. It's a good book. It's all about book burning. And the impression of society, too. Alright, let's save this picture. Castlevania! What a weird painting. You won't see me hang that in my living room, that's for sure. Are you sure it's a painting? It looks stuck against the wall, no matter how much I try pulling it off. Feels like it's hiding something underneath. Yeah, but the cover itself is a paint. Anyway. See, it's painted, and even has some 3D elements. Superbia dragged her hand along the surface of the painting, before removing it just as quickly with a circular piece broke from her fingers. Yikes! It's coming apart! How old and filthy is this thing? I can't believe I let my pretty hand touch that surface. Alright, is she lust? Is she lust? That's your only worry here? NVIDIA sighed in disbelief. Either way, look at that corner. Look at the corners. There are several differently shaped holes in the frame. Great, putting things in holes. I outgrew that when I was like 2 years old. Some people spend their lives putting things in. Oh my gosh, this game. Might be worth keeping all this in mind after we figure out what to do with it. What up, fighter? Mind breaking the circle over to the shelves? Superbia shrugged with disgust, flinging the circle over to the shelves. It landed in one of them, thankfully on one of its flat ends. Guessing it was super weak. What's going on with the desk? That's where you were sitting, I think. Actually, I was at the desk right in front of that one. And I was at the desk on the far right, in the back. Does this have a purpose? Apparently not, just looking around. Okay, let's go back here. Let's check everything we had. So we got a steel key, a thin, solid circular slot. Newspaper letter called by a student murdered at school from the teacher's desk. A strange triangular prism, rectangle. There's a strange hexagonal prism. The slot incense already at the shelves. Okay. This is the triangle prism. After fiddling a little by using the thin, wide circle Superbia broke off on the painting, the group managed to open the object. Inside was a smaller triangle prism. And a piece of paper. It reads, it's a text message. 7 p.m., back of school, left bin, brown bag. What does that mean? Clearly they're instructions. I know this anyway. It's a pack of drugs, generally left in a hidden area, so nobody but the recipient can find it. And how would you know that? I have a friend who's an addict. Not very reputable if you ask me. Whatever, I'm not here to talk about my life. Anything about who sent this? Apparently the sender's name is Pandora. I suppose we should keep that in mind. Alright, must be a large cylinder. By making clever use of the large circular object in the slot of the prism, the group slid its cap right off. Inside was a smaller cylinder and a printed picture. I have no idea. That's a website of some variety. The address reads thesinemptiness.com. The title of the page says My Emptiness, and there's a list of names. 9 of them. Pandora, Tristitia, Invidia, Ira, Superbia, Gula, Luxuria, Avaritia, and then Cora. So that's everyone's names. Pandora, Tristitia, Invidia, Ira, Superbia, Gula, Luxuria, Avaritia, and then Cora. Wait, what? But wait, aren't we Pandora? This kind of rings a bell. Yeah. Yes, we're 2 people. We're so elsewhere. Let's talk to Superbia, why not? What is it? About me. About the girl in the helmet. What about her? She's called me and she spoke at me earlier. Because it was really a combo, right? All she did was tell me to die. Well, that's a little unfair. I wouldn't really put it that way. Oh yeah? Should I say she's inviting me to go out and have lunch then? Should I tell her I graciously accept that and I'll be on time? When she says to jump, you ask how high, don't you? Well, no, but she didn't tell us to die. In fact, there was a weird concern over us, I think. Doesn't matter. The point is, she's been telling me what to do. The fact did make Superbia look slightly upset, for all that Cora could see of her. Do you know what happened to the last guy who tried to tell me what to do? What happened to him? I killed him. Time stood still as she admitted it. Sorry, what? Did she actually kill somebody? And Cora wasn't sure what she should feel about it. I'm kidding, dunce. Man, it's so hard to know if you're taking it as a joke or not, with that helmet covering your face. Look, our timer's ticking. We really don't have time for any of this. Okay, I understand. Any other waste of time? You have any ideas? Any ideas about what we should do here? Clearly, that portrait has to do with something, even if it looks old and filthy. The frame's really old, so look at the shapes indented in it. If I had to guess, we need to put something in all 4 of those. I guess that much myself, but... What? Do you want my opinion on what we have to do or not? Sorry, I didn't mean it that way. Any other waste of time? Never mind. Never mind. Sure, whatever. Okay, let's talk to Nvidia then. Be quick, our time's short. What do you have about me? About the girl in the helmet. That girl, me, was it? I don't know who she is or anything. Not that I remember a lot from before I woke up, except for certain things. Like what? I don't really want to say. It's kind of personal. Maybe I'll tell you later if this whole thing isn't a farce and we're still alive by then. What about you? Can you remember stuff yet? It's not like it's been forgotten for real. No, I'm trying to think about it, but it's like there's a wall. You and me both, then. Wonder if Superbia's doing any better. And I both, you mean? Huh? Oh, nothing. I guess we should go back to researching. Anything else then? What's your ideas then? Any ideas about what we should do here? Clearly we have to escape this place. Are you familiar with this kind of game? It's generally a small computer game where you click on various elements to search and combine them in various ways to solve puzzles. Alright, thanks for breaking the fourth wall, buddy. Thanks for breaking both walls. Listen, I played Danganronpa. I played Zero Escape. I know my thing. Yeah, and there have been movies made about it too, I know. Called the Belko Experiments. Belko Experiment's pretty good. And Saw. There has to be a reason why we're here, but figuring that out is going to be tough. Let's figure out what links us all here first, and to do that, well, just search everything, maybe multiple times to make sure we got all there is. Thanks, I'll be sure to do that. Anything else then? Never mind. I like his outfit though, I really do. You know where to find me. And check the other things. Okay. So, can we not open these? Took the shirt elsewhere. See, some of these are pretty funny names. We still don't have all four of those shapes, do we? No, we don't, for now. Guess it's time to get a move on. It would be kind of hard to sit down right now. These drawers are now as empty as my pockets on the day they serve us pizza in the cafeteria. I love pizza, but this isn't the time for that anyway. I wish I could just call pizza wait. A little bit, pizza hoit! There's no working phone here, and stop making me feel hungry. Yeah, guys, who's ready for pizza hoit? I still don't know what to do with this. Me neither. Pizza Hut. Well, there's Pizza Hoit! Okay. Let's go back over here. See if there's anything else. Nobody can reach it since it's not important anyway. They're all empty, so this is just a waste of time. Takes a waste to know a waste. Yes, very hilarious. Let's go. What about these? In terms of computer, this cabinet would be pretty poor. It doesn't even have one file in it. Nothing else to see here, just a big old lamp. Probably brighter than Superbia anyway. Hunt? Yo. Okay, what's in here? Big nothing in there. Whether it's big or small, nothing is always just that. Nothing. This door is sure locked. Wait, there's something here. What did you find? There was a coin lodged in the inside of the handle. Guess that's why it wasn't moving before, huh? Door's still not opening, though. A coin? That's so random. Yeah, I wonder. The coin was added to their inventory at the back of the room. Alright, let's go. Nee civil! Thank you for subscribing to the channel? Or subscribing. I guess both. Welcome. Civil 9, known 3 at Co. Using the small coin, the group managed to pry the rectangular prism open. Inside was a small cube. And a newspaper clipping. Principal arrested! Dang. This is an article about the principal of school being arrested over charges of murder. According to what's written, he was delirious and kept blaming delinquents or something. Hearing all that gives me the chills. We might as well put it with the rest of the stuff we found. And the hexagonal prism. Filling with the prism and the small coin, the group unlocked the mysteries that dwelled inside the hexagonal prism. Inside it was a smaller hexagonal prism. And a piece of paper. It's written, a fake with pigtails. A fake with pigtails, huh? I wonder who that could be. What the heck does that mean? Well, my pigtails aren't fucking fake, you dead tree leftover. Dang, rude? Why you have to be so rude? It's got to be the least useful thing we found here, but I don't know. I feel weird reading that. It doesn't matter to me. Does anything matter to you at all? Alright, cool. Let's go to here. The shapes we found all look like they could go into the corners of this painting. Let's try them. Then. First, the cylinder goes into the circle. Oh, come on. Matching shapes is so easy, even your mom can do it. Let me do it. The rabbit girl snatched all of the shapes out of Nvidia's hands to push them in each indentation one by one. When all four were in, the painting opened slightly, revealing a largely empty compartment. Hey, there's stuff inside. Let's see. The first item was a pair of electronic cards. Okay, both with S's. On one side of them were a few cyan and red lines, and one other was a weird letter S. Hey look, it's a cool S. You know, they're all over the place. Graffiti in the bathrooms, painted here and there. Anywhere, really. Yeah, everyone used to draw these S's. There was also a sheet of paper. This paper is pretty straight. It says, "Welcome to my emptiness." Is it related to... Yeah, probably. Does it say anything else? Nope, but there's another thing in here. Give me a sec. And Cora reached into the safe, pulling out a large old key. So, is that it? Didn't you say something about a lock on the door earlier? This work? I don't know. Let's give it a shot, but I'm doubtful. Their attempts to unlock the door didn't work. The key did not actually fit in the lock at all. It was far too big. I gotta let it keep walking. We don't have a lot of time left. Feel free to look around the room some. When you're ready, let's gather back at the door. Still don't know what to do with this. Me neither. Well, we've searched everything. Let's go back to the door. Either of you figured what links us here yet? Well, first of all, what are we? We're clearly aliens. No, not like that. Stop being stupid. I meant what we do in life. We're students, right? I clearly recall coming here before. That makes sense to me. But then, who are we? Why were we put here? Ugh, this is so annoying. What about you and Cora? Got an idea about why we're here? What connects us? They're never gonna say it on their own, huh? I guess dying if you get it wrong isn't really appealing. There's no choice then. Good old Aunt Cora is gonna have to step in. The girl stepped forward towards the door, inhaling deeply as if preparing herself to speak out. The two others stopped all talking and listened. Let me out. What links us is... emptiness? I think? Well, okay, what links us is murder. Or Pandora. It's either emptiness or murder. I'm gonna say murder. I'm gonna say murder. I think, what up, Paul? I think murder. Not quite the answer. Wait, what? It hurts. Why is that not quite the answer? Oops. Emptiness? Not exactly. Okay, hold on. Unrelated. So wait, what happened when I typed in murder? Related to what they did. Unrelated. So what did they do? Because a newspaper about a student murdered at the school. Murdered? Sin? Unrelated. No. Murdered. Unrelated. Because if I type in murder, it says related to what they did. So what I'm thinking here is welcome to my emptiness. Yeah, my emptiness. Okay, because it says my emptiness. Welcome to my emptiness. So that makes sense. My emptiness. As soon as the words left her mouth, a click came from the door. The three of them looked at each other. Oh, you didn't die apparently. Of course not, it was the answer. Were you really hoping for the opposite? And what about the metal box behind the desk? It didn't have any purpose. Yeah, I'm curious too, but we have to go. We only have a few minutes left until we die. Yeah, because I typed in emptiness, and it's like, not exactly, so I'm guessing it meant my emptiness, yeah. Superbia immediately walked outside after that. Welcome back, Midori. Remembering what had been told to them, NVIDIA grabbed the old key and walked out of the room after motioning towards the shelves at Cora. Doing it in Nvidia's motion, and Cora remained inside for only another moment in order to nab the strange key cards from the shelves. There's nothing else important in it now, since it's just the bare minimum to make sure nobody gets sidetracked while exploring these rooms. Since remaining here was useless and dangerous, the girl followed the others. As each of them left the room, their timers turned off one by one. Okay, neat. Pretty neat. Gosh, this is crazy. Yo, this actually looks like a good tool, okay? All three of them emerged into a hallway. Superbia was already examining the nearby wall, having noticed the metal plates covering the entrance as soon as she left the classroom. There were 3 other people nearby, all of them watching the new arrivals. All of them wearing the same kind of high-tech helmet the first group had. Ooh, true. Before Cora could talk to them, Superbia interjected herself. Nothing to do about this. It's completely blocked off. I guess we have to meet up with these losers now. The losers are in hearing range. Well, maybe she doesn't care. Hey, and Cora. Finally joined us, huh? You know, this place is kind of familiar. He remained pensive for a moment until Superbia decided to leave them and head to the group of losers, as she called them. We better go and meet them too. Alright, I get to meet more characters, let's go! Hopefully they've had more luck than us in remembering who they are and what this place is. I mean, it's clearly a school, but... He offered a shrug at Ancora before vanishing off to join the group. After a brief moment, Cora joined the group in order to properly introduce herself to them too. There it is. This meeting will pretty much determine how things will go for the next 5 hours. The next 5 hours? Jesus Christ. Now that Cora was walking towards them, she could observe the group a little more closely. 2 boys and 1 girl, apparently. Though the third one was more a woman than a girl. That's the second group. Okay, so we got a lion, a pig, and a horse? I'm thinking a lion, pig, and a horse. Or a beaver. Lion, pig, and beaver? But yeah, that's definitely a woman. That's a full-fledged woman. I guess they managed to escape first. This guy on the left, he's Ira, and fittingly, he has the lion helmet. Fairly built, decidedly someone you don't want to mess with on a physical level. In the middle, there is Tristidia. Tristidia. So this is Ira. This is Tristidia. He has the horse helmet. Yeah, he's horse. And he's also a little round. Variety's the spice of life, as they say. Not everyone keeps up in shape like Ira does. And on the right, there is Avaridia. She has the pig helmet, and she's also clearly older than the rest. To think a teacher is actually a member of my emptiness. The situation had come to a standstill between the 2 teams of 3. All of them looked upon one another as if judging each other's potential threat level. The entire scenario was playing out similarly to a pack of predators sniffing out who would be the first to go, regardless if their given animal was a carnivore, herbivore, or omnivore. This really can't last any longer. I can't blame anyone here for hesitating this much because it's hard to tell who can be trusted. If anyone can even be trusted. The thing is, not even I know which one will be the most useful. But there's no point in hesitating then. It's a gamble and that's all there is to it. So it doesn't matter. As Cora contemplated her options, Nvidia and Superbia moved forward. Deciding to not fall behind, the girl did much of the same. Cora... Alright, oh my gosh, who we're gonna... okay, so we got trust. So we got horse, lion, and pig. Yo! Hold up! Nvidia trusts us! Let's go! Nvidia trusts us! Let's go, trust us! He trusts us! He trusts us! Let's go! Okay, who do I want to get the trust of? Because Wolf is definitely the brains. I think I'd rather have lion. Let's see. I think we need to, let's build up our trust with Ira. Hi. Hey! Ira clammed up after that greeting, and Nancora didn't know what else to say. A few seconds of utter intolerable silence settled between them. Not much of a talker, huh? That's not really my strength. My strength is strength itself. Isn't that great? Ira moved his arm to flex a little, showing off to Cora. From up close, he seemed even more built than he looked from afar. He's stuttering? It's kind of weird. Is he afraid or something? Or maybe it's genetic. Anyway, I bet you want to know my name. It's Ira. Short to the point, isn't it? Not that I chose it, to be fair. It just sort of popped into my head. Like, that's my name, and then I knew. So much for not being chatty. Maybe he's shy and he's making efforts to get over it. Ira scratched his helmet a little, which made it look like he was scratching the back of his head. The fact he was wearing the helmet didn't seem to hinder him much. And you, what's your name? According to what we found in our room, I'm Cora. Really, huh? Funny, that was this is the final name on that list. I guess you guys found the list of names too? Yeah, with the website address. I'm not too good at all that stuff. Oh, don't worry about it. It's fine. I figured that part out already. No problem here. Hey, what's that mean? Don't make fun of me for being bad with computers. But forget it. Nice to meet you, I guess. I don't suppose you know anything about these helmets. I wanted to take it off, but when I tugged on it, that weird little girl appeared again, and I was told if I tried that again, it would cut my head off. Okay, don't take the helmet off! Sorry, I'm in the dark too. That sucks. Let's talk about it later then. Do we get trust? Let's go! We building that trust, yo. Let's build that trust with Lion. With a nod towards the others, he turned to the side a little bit, making it clear he was done talking with Cora for now. Yeah, he's a little rude. Then again, Ira takes after the sin of wrath, so one can't expect otherwise. After everyone introduced themselves to each other, the group took a few moments to sort everything out. So to recapitulate, we have Cora, the girl wearing a helmet that looks like a bear. Then there's Veritia, wearing one that looks like a pig. Yeah, sorry, I don't think that particular mask means anything either, if that makes you feel any better. It wasn't clear if Veritia even acknowledged what Tristidia said. She remained silent out of concern, annoyance, anger, or simply because she was speechless. At the fact, he felt the need to add some kind of apology. Just be ready for the others to mind it more. Either way, there's Superbia too, she's the rabbit. Excuse you mean a rabbit queen? It didn't look like her confidence was radiating strongly enough to make Tristidia back off. Yeah, sure, but you wear a rabbit helmet and not a crown, so that makes it just a rabbit. Right now. Where was I? Right, there's the Lion too, Ira. Then we have Invidia the wolf. And myself, Tristidia the horse. Lacking 3 others. Who cares? We're safe and it's all that matters. The others can eat shit and die. I wouldn't say safe just yet. And besides, that's not really nice either. What do you want me to do about it? I know you're a teacher, so you totally have to act like you care, but you don't have to keep that up here. You know what me said, right? You're as much as a suspect as anyone else. That goes for you too. Ooh, she has long black hair. I trust the slightly hot cheerleader. Oh, gosh. Soft, yep, true. Oh my gosh. Veritia took her distance to cool off before some kind of fight broke out. Maybe she simply couldn't stand the rabbit, but Cora couldn't tell. Where did he get that number anyway? 3 more of us? Yeah, we're supposedly 9 total. Me totals that much. Don't you guys ever listen when you're in class? And there's also the matter of the time. We're not too far off hitting the first hour mark. Me and said 6 hours is our limits, right? I hope they hurry then. Our room wasn't nearly this bad. And it's possible they were having issues because they're not used to piercing elements together. That was barely any of that needed. As if fate had been waiting for the subject to be brought up, the final door opened and out of the room bolted 2 figures. I'll be right back though, real quick. Give me 1 second. Back me in YouTube, no worries. All right, we're back. Who's ready to meet the final 3 characters? Who's ready to finally meet the... Wait, one of them's gonna be named Pandora. Yo, one of them's gonna be named Pandora. I just realized that. Oh my gosh. One of them's gonna be named Pandora, but they're probably not Pandora. Ooh, that's gonna be crazy. Yeah, we're playing as Pandora, but we're also Cora? Also, the redhead is Gula, and the other one is Luxuria. So So there's like a little girl who is kawaii as fuck, and then there's a busty cowboy girl. The red is Gula, and the other one is Luxuria. But where's the third one? They left the room in a hurry, and as soon as they were out, Luxuria rolled up into a ball, and Gula held the wall next to the closed door as support. This was completely absurd. Who would have engineered such deadly contraptions? We made it out just in time, but... As she spoke, a small click came from the door to signal the fact it locked again, and in the same moment, everyone's vision turned black. Hello again to all of you, dear animals. Sorry for that. I'm sure you don't like to be called animals. Yet none of you could pass for actual human beings. At the very least, congratulations are in order. Congratulations, you made it out. At least, I'm hoping all 9 made it out. As a prize for managing to get out, I'll be generous. The door in front of you will be rendered accessible. Or at least the panel next to it will be. Please take your time solving the puzzle on it while exchanging pleasantries between fellow criminals. Oh, did I not make that clear before? Allow me to rectify that then. All of you are backstabbers of the highest order. Criminals, scum, animals, you let instincts drive all over reason. You committed crimes like they're nothing. In particular, you all have one special crime you hold dear to your heart. Don't let anyone find out, or maybe they'll distrust you. Maybe they'll kill you. But first, one thing at a time. By unlocking this door, you'll gain access to the crossroads. That which originally was in the middle of your beloved school is now where you coldly murder each other. Don't be late now. I'll see you later. Okay, murder's gonna happen. That's interesting, what a baba. Me vanished once more. The group took a few seconds to calm down since the recording had been disorienting, due to the fact it was shown directly in their helmets. Alright, I need to change up the voice for Gula and Avaridia. I think Gula's gonna have the, oh, hey there, or no. No, we're gonna have Avaridia do that, and then Gula will be like, oh gosh, like the yeehaw, like cowboy voice. We've already introduced ourselves to each other, so after you two go, we'll do the introductions back at you. Avaridia stepped forward, pointing at the 2 girls who escaped last. Wait a second. Both our teams had 3 people in them. What about yours? It's the third one, she... Luxuria held her helmet, visibly shaking at the mere thought of what she was trying to say. Gula stepped forward to take over. Deepest apologies, she's very reserved. If your strengths fail you, I'm capable of uttering our companion's ultimate fate in your stead. No, it's fine, I'll tell them. Our room was hard and she guessed wrong. Uh-oh. Alright, one's already dead. Interesting. So that's what happened with them. The third girl guessed wrong? Luxuria pushed her back to a wall and slid down to the ground, holding her legs in a fetal position. An awkward silence lingered on the group, only interrupted by her sniffling a tad. At that moment, Gula cleared her throat. I'm assuming your long-term gazes are fixated on my being at the moment. I'm unfortunately acutely aware my physique is unsuitably dressed for societal purposes. She glanced over at Luxuria, who either didn't notice it or paid no mind to it. She seemed envious of that hoodie. I can assure you this spotty article was not in any way my own doing. Whoever incarcerated us must be finding some sort of wicked enjoyment out of it. Admittedly, I didn't touch the clothing at all, so that's false. Also, as if apparent, I can witness you all were adorned of a helmet much like hers and mine. Yeah, the sooner it's off, the better off I'll be. Naturally. Who would hold any desire to don their cranium with such an aberration? Not only is it in appearance grotesque, but it's also completely unyielding. Really. Yeah, she's a cow. Following that, the introductions began anew. This time it included the pair who had just come out. And Cora didn't feel like talking to either of them, since her mind was entirely on the puzzle they had to solve. Or that she had to solve, really. And it's probably on a few of their minds, too. This puzzle is fairly important to get past, like my avatar said, but it can wait a little bit. The blonde girl hesitated for a few seconds, but she ultimately decided to not bother with the puzzle for now. Meeting with the two newcomers would allow her to learn important information about them. And Cora... Alright, who else do we want on our team? Hold on, we need to start coming up with a team, guys! We need to start coming up with a team! Do we want Gula or Luxuria? I think Gula's gonna... Well, just how much it's gonna be after 6 hours? True. So yeah, there was a Pandora, but now there's no Pandora anymore, so we're free to do whatever the hell we want to. Oh, and we don't know who the last person is. Since they're dead already, we don't know. Interesting. Die from drowning in sweat? Like they're just joking. Do I want cow or do I want... Oh, snake. Do I want cow or snake on our team? I kind of want snake on our team. Because here's the thing. I think wolf is smart. I think lion is strong. But I don't know between cow and snake who I would want. Snake? Everyone wants snake? Alright, we'll go with snake. We'll go with snake. What about Luxuria? Tristidia was already in the process of talking to Luxuria when Cora waved, prompting her to join them instead. And I'm Luxuria, or Lux. It's cuter, don't you think? Cute things are nice, I think. This helmet I have is really not cute, though. I like the snake. I like the snake look. Well, good. My name is Ancora, and it's good to meet you, Luxuria. At least, as good as things are here. The smaller girl nodded, excited to meet Ancora. She most likely smiled under her helmet there. If people could be likened to desserts, she'd sound like she's a cupcake. Oh, cupcake! Yeah, likewise too. It's just too bad for the third girl, though. She didn't make it out. Seeing how she started sobbing lightly, Tristidia moved away, wanting nothing to do with it. So Tristidia... Okay, so we befriended Snake. Horse doesn't give a shit about crying. Cora glanced in his direction as if disapproving. It's alright. There was nothing you could do, right? Yeah. It was just a mistake in the end. Nvidia happened to come by at that moment. Hey, I'm Nvidia. Team Luxuria, or Lux if you prefer. It's shorter and cuter, huh? Maybe so. You remind me of one of my 6 sisters. I'm sorry, you have 6 sisters? Wait a second. Have they had the same icon this entire time? Maybe they do. 6 sisters? That's a lot of siblings. Yeah, I'm 7th in line. What are the chances of that happening, huh? I'm the youngest of the bunch, and days are pretty hellish. Oh, really? I guess that's true if your siblings are all the opposite gender. Or if you have many of them. That's right, I assume you wouldn't really understand that kind of fresh hell. Not many can boast or curse having an extensive family. It took them a few moments to realize Luxuria had slipped away during their little talk about siblings. She had joined others to introduce herself to them too. Oop, she is gone. Anyway, let's meet back up with the others. Okay, sure. He walked back to the group, leaving Ancora alone with her thoughts. I can't believe nobody is thinking about the puzzle. This is all well and good, but it's there, you know? Are they going to keep talking while ignoring the main question matter? Well, come on, you gotta, like, be friends. Okay, everyone has the same one. It's just any of this, it's that, it looks like this, but why can't we have their short nicknames? Those are much easier to remember. I like the name Lux too. Maybe we can make up smaller, cuter nicknames? Cora was already no longer listening to them. Instead, she stood in front of the puzzle, having decided to solve that while they were talking about nicknames. There was a sense of urgency nobody else was acknowledging. Maybe it's just their way of coping with it. Hey, Lori, how's it going? They're distracting each other, trying to find the chink in their peer's armor. Something feels wrong with all of this, too. This door wasn't supposed to be locked in this way. This feels like my friend is testing me. But they don't know about what's happening here. Was I duped? Or is someone else duping me, perhaps? I know for a fact there was a traitor in this group. The entire reason why this is being held is to find out the traitor because they all should know Pandora's real identity. My real identity. One of them knows... Is it Superbia? Nvidia? Gula? Luxuria? Aberidia? Tristidia? Or maybe Ira? Of course, I already know who Pandora is. It's me. Yo, we looking cute though! Let's be real. Look at how cute we are. It's because I'm Pandora. Well, what if the traitor died already? Can I be so lucky? Until I find proof, I'll assume it's one of those still alive. I'll make sure they pay, even if I have to kill 6 of them. Hey, who's ready to solve the puzzle? Let's go! Imprison within me. Oh, that's easy. I got this. Where's an R? Isn't there an R? Oh, wait, hold on. Hold on, I see it. Yeah, okay, we should be good. I think all I think we need to do is just put me around it and then get everything else inside of it, right? Oh, you know what it is? These are the 9 letters of their names. Because look it. We got Cora, Tristidia, Pandora, Averidia, Superbia, Luxuria, Nvidia, Ira, and Gula. Got it. Easy. Piece of cake. That was pretty. That's pretty clever. I like that. I like that. I like that puzzle a lot. As the puzzle was solved, a small click was heard from the double doors. Cora decided to go forward on her own, huh? Jesus. Sorry, but we don't have a lot of time, so I thought... I believe the better idea constitutes proper thanks for opening the aperture leading to our destination. No problem, Gula. Precisely about that. We have finished constructing a secondary nickname to better communicate between ourselves. I proposed Ula for mine, and it was unanimously accepted, so as my new designation. Alright, so her name is Ula now. That would be ridiculous. Nobody would oppose that kind of thing. VD works for me, so I'm going with that. And I'm Triss now. I'm Triss now, which is shorter than both. Judging by your shape, it should just have been Tit. Wow. Wow. Bia for me. Right back at you, biatch. Oh, let's go. Let's go. Pick it on Superbia. Fuck you, Superbia. As was second nature to her, Superbia flipped the bird. When you said Lux earlier, I think it sounds cute. No nickname here. I was short already. Yeah, short for irrelevant. Wow. Ira's fist closed tighter. Superbia wasn't making any friends so far. I guess you guys pick Cora for me then? Any objections? Not really. It's fine too. 6, 7, 8. So, okay, hold on. We're missing Averidia. My nickname will be Ava for now. What are we waiting for? Let's go to the crossroads. With the doors unlocked, the group could enter the crossroads. Holy hell, what the fuck? In reality, it didn't look like much. The side hallways were just long enough to access some bathrooms, and half of both sides are of the lounging spots surrounding the elevated middle area. Metal plates blocked any attempt to go further down either hall. There were 2 staircases going up higher into the middle of the crossroads. From afar, the 8 of them could see there was a large black wall in place, but not much else. Everything else was normal. Benches were scattered around, the structure was normal, except for the metal plates covering large parts of broken walls and ceilings, as well as the debris laying around. Everything was normal. A loud clank echoed from behind. Superbia fell down onto her ass, screaming some profanities. "Are you okay?" Interesting that he'd be the one to ask, given how Superbia treated him just before. Either way, there can't be any harm checking up on them. Maybe? Looking around, Cora noticed Luxuria wasn't staring at the happenings, but at her instead. Not too far off, Nvidia had his arms crossed, deep in thought. Presented with those options, Cora... Oh my gosh, I have to choose? No, we're gonna talk to Nvidia. Nvidia's our friend. Nvidia's best friend. Nvidia is our boy. He stopped her with a hand. Before she could even say a word, he spoke to her. "Everyone's watching, but almost nobody's doing anything. I don't feel like anyone here can be trusted." He leaned against a nearby wall, shrugging while explaining his reasoning. "Let's take them one by one. First, let's look at Bia. I don't think she's scheming anything. If I had to guess, she's a really simple girl who thinks she's superior to him. Ironically, given her name is the Sin of Pride." Ooh, he's pieced it together! Yo, Nvidia's pieced this fucking together. He's just like, yeah, no. Sin of Pride, Superbia, obviously. Then there's me. You can choose to trust me or not, but I trust you. Which means he's perfect to use for now. Chris is the horse guy. Look at us, 66%! Let's go! I don't know, he feels a little sketchy. He's stable, he doesn't come off as too strong. He's probably one of the more reliable ones, though. And here, this means he's the one you have to look out for most. Ava's the teacher, and I don't think she's really a problem. She stands out the most, so I doubt she's going to try anything big. It's hard to read her because she doesn't think like the rest of us. She has a different agenda since she's older. Ira, honestly, comes off as a real dimwit. I wouldn't be surprised if he ends up being someone else's pawn. He's not too loud, though. At least if he's dumb, he's not pushing himself on others. Looks as strange to me. She's really cute and nice. Most likely too nice, but it's hard to really think that way. We're all part of my emptiness, so I really wonder what her crime was. Finally about Ula, and I feel like she should be feeling a lot more shame than she does. She has a very eccentric look too. Is it on purpose? Hey, Mrs. Bean, how's it going? Mini fan art? Nice. We have to check it after this game. We're too enveloped in this game right now. I don't know, I'm having issues reading her too. I see. Thanks for the monologue, but the others are on the move already, so we'd better hurry. And Cora couldn't even place a word the whole time. Giving up on having a discussion while the others were on the move again, the 2 of them went to catch up with them. Once Superbia had rejoined the group, the helmet shut down. By now, everyone was getting used to this. It meant me was going to talk to them again. This feels extremely slow, but it's all necessary information I have to communicate to them. Thankfully, I only have to do all of this once. Greetings once more. Make absolutely sure all of you listen closely, because this recording is the most important recording you will hear in what's left of your life. Remember Kill Me? The game we're playing in which you have to kill me. I've decided to leave you a way to decide who gets to die. You know, like a democracy. To vote, it's really easy. You just need one of those key cards. 1 per person. Be sure to keep the key cards after you vote, because you'll need them later. For now on, I'll refer to those as me cards. At this moment, you should have 6 in your possession, but you'll need 9 to operate the consoles for the first time, and you must use up 39, which you can find in the school, or remains of it anyway. Use up 39 key cards. So there's 4 voting phases? So that means there's 4 voting phases. But that's 4. Weird, okay. To round out your amount to 9, you'll have to search around a little. For each subsequent round, you will need as many me cards as there are survivors. So right now there's actually only 8. For example, if 4 of you died, you'll need 5 me cards. Of course, you could just kill each other without getting the me cards, but you still need to discard 39 of them within the middle of the voting apparatus, where everyone surrenders their right to live. You'll be allowed to leave once all 39 me cards are discarded, provided you already killed me. Let's recapitulate, shall we? 1. Get those 39 me cards. 2. Kill each other by voting and discard the me cards in the middle. 3. You're free to go when you've done that and if you've killed me. No matter what you do, you absolutely must have at least 2 voting sessions. They are required as they will unlock the next 2 sectors, in which there are other me cards. Oh, one last thing. In the event that someone miraculously dies, a vote will be skipped. That's right, each death removes the need to have a vote for the hour, which is fantastic for the 3 among you who won't need to surrender their right to live. Otherwise, if no one died by the end of each hour slice, everyone surrenders their right to live. Did you all understand this? Instant kaboom for everyone. I'll see you later. Okay! Well, good thing the first person died. Well, this is a little awkward now. And what did she mean by kaboom?
Some of us will die, and some of us will live. Fail, there might be a bomb somewhere to blow this place sky high.
Are you sure we should just do what this me person says? Like, fuck him, right? We should just try and figure out who this mastermind is, as soon as possible.
Gloria, Gula, Tristidia, Viridia, Ibra, Invidia, Superbia. These are all the old ways to refer to the 7 deadly sins. I don't know what Cora is, though. Yeah, it doesn't really mean anything, because it could easily have just been because Pandora ran out of sins to name us after.
Tristidia paused as he thought, just interrupted himself saying something.
Something also bothers me. Someone died, so is our time limit extended to 2 hours? And should we determine who died too?
Your nickname, and mine too. All of these strange names are familiar. We're all part of my emptiness, aren't we? That's what we had to figure out. Why did he say Pandora set it up? That's weird. The moon turned even colder as Nvidia explained his thoughts. According to the list of names we found in our room, which I heard others found too, my emptiness is composed of 9 members. It's a group that I recall vaguely, and all of you should too, because all of your names appear on that list. In shortness, we're not just part of it, we are my emptiness. Oh, yeah, I know about that. You're all part of that. Sounds very dangerous. So what if we're part of it? Your name is on there too. Don't try to sass us, little girl. I wasn't trying to do that, Ava, I swear. I just didn't know this was the group I joined. It was advertised as being a group where you could make all your secret dreams come true. Boldly lied, looks. The truth is that you're part of it too, and denying it won't change that fact. Hope you guys can hear me when I'm doing Ava's voice. Oh, there's food downstairs. Don't worry about it. I don't know. She's not wrong to make it in. You have to be someone very unscrumptious. Anyway, from what I'm seeing here, I wasn't the only one who didn't know who else was in it. Pandora always gave us tasks separately, huh? Pandora's the leader's name, right? I remember that much. He or she purposely left us all in the dark. That's ironic because without the goggles inside of the helmets, they would literally not see anything. I didn't know about all your nicknames, even if I didn't know what you looked like.
There's a list on the website, huh? I made it myself if it's the one on the sinemptiness.com. Cora wasn't at it yet when I last remember updating the website.
Huh? And why would she not be added to the list yet? Because I was the last one who came in. I've been in my emptiness for a week, I think.
Interestingly enough, that means out of all of us, you're probably the only one without a crime, huh? Unless you did something in that week.
Who knows? It's probably best not to dwell into the crimes just yet. At least we've established where we all stand now, so all 8 of us can go on.
Hold it up, cowboy! Something doesn't add up. Cora, the list of names is 9 long.
Is there a problem with that? We were 9 just now, weren't we?
Yes, we were 9. Who died?
She never said her name. All of them looked at each other in turns. The mood lifted a little. So that's it then. Pandora is already dead? I don't think it's nice to rejoice, but if she's gone, then we won.
No, I don't think so. The one who died is definitely an innocent. Innocent of the crime of being Pandora, at least. What makes you say that all of a sudden?
Wait, that person's not Pandora?
Would the mastermind behind all of this go through all this trouble then, just let himself die? I don't think it's going to be this easy. Sounds more like a trap to me. I think the most likely outcome is that Pandora is one of us who assumes somebody else's name. You can't remember much about yourself, right? So that's it. Pandora is still among us.
Luxuria and Gula looked at each other. The mood fell again, a longer silence installing itself among them all. Okay, so I'm guessing Cora is the one who died, and we took Cora's name. The primary reason was simple. They once again didn't know who they could trust. So what then? The one who died already might still be Pandora. Big deal. Let's just spend the me cards and leave. We already won. Nvidia lifted a finger to call in silence again. However, Gula disregarded it and walked nearer to him. Her bust and attire were definitely intimidating him. I'm in complete agreement with the Lagomorph. Dang, she says some high-end words. She's took those English classes. Also, what up, TW? How's it going? Sorry, I didn't notice before. I was like, wait a second. The third participant in our beginning position never ensured her designation was known, and remaining in mobile services serves us negatively. But Triss is right about that. Anyone else could have said there's someone else. I haven't personally met any of you in the past, so it's not like I could put a name to anyone. Regardless of our conundrum, we cannot afford to remain still. However, I do agree Pandora's methods were unequivocally secretive on purpose. None has the knowledge of their appearance. So either Pandora died in the room, or someone among us is totally Pandora using someone else's name. Ever heard of Occam's razor? It says that the most likely scenario is probably right.
Well, since that girl died, at least we've got another hour to figure that out before we need to take a vote.
Everyone seemed to be on board with that idea, and Cora felt a shiver run down her spine. Things are getting dicey. Someone needs to be made suspicious, if at least for insurance. They want to get the mastermind, but that can be used. They can be manipulated to vote for the traitor. My target. Woo! Kill Bia? Ooh, we should kill Bia, possibly. We're gonna kill people! Haha! To take their minds off that business for at least a moment, and Cora called everyone over to a nearby floor plan which showed the full accessible area of the school. Hey, look. Holy crap, that's a big school. So we started in these rooms. Wait, no. Okay, no, we started in these 3 rooms. I guess these are the ones? I have no idea. At least you all remember what this school looks like, right? The plans were different than usual.
You're right. Normally it shows the full school, but here it only shows about a quarter of it. Specifically that Wing A, the one with the classrooms.
Do you think that means this area is the only one that's accessible at all?
Let's split up and cover some ground. Have to see exactly what we can reach for now. Makes sense to you, no? Do you?
Very well, I will take my leave with Lux. I'd like to head with B. I mean, it's not like we have to group up, but... Superbia shot him a glance. If her helmet was off, it was clear she'd been looking upon him with the greatest disgust. Whatever, I'm fine with it. Peace out, losers. The rabbit and the lion left together for another corner of the crossroads. The horse and the pig left together as well. Cora was about to leave too when Nvidia grabbed her by the wrist.
Listen, just be careful. I trust you, but others might not. I feel like you might be the first targeted by the vote, so you should probably try and talk to them.
Okay, but I'm really not Pandora even if our names are similar. I don't know how much that's worth, but for some people it's much easier to lie than for others. After that, Nvidia let go of Cora and the girl set off. She didn't go too far, still wondering about the possibilities presented to her, stopping to think about them. This is just like when I first booted this helmet. I can hack into the other helmets in order to obtain information, and they split up like this. By hacking their models, I can see and hear exactly what the cameras lighting on their helmets see, and hear as well. That way, I can gather information to manipulate them. Based on what I learn and who trusts, it'll vary the options presented with each vote. Still, the goal of this operation is to figure out who the traitor is in the group. They might want to figure out the mastermind, but what I want them to do is to kill the traitor for me instead. One of them is a traitor to my emptiness, and they've joined it in order to sell me out. I have to figure out who it is and kill them while masquerading it as the mastermind's death. Another problem, hacking a helmet will probably present me with a puzzle I have to solve, just like earlier. And this is all thanks to you, idiot programming friend. I guess they're a bit like passwords, which seems fair enough. The only person who can compute this stuff fast enough among all of us is me, so it creates a barrier of entry none of the others can deal with. After I hack, my visual will be replaced with the other person's, so I have to be careful about it. Finding herself an empty and quiet corner, Cora sat down to rest a little. She was nervous, given what she was going through, and it was no wonder. I don't have a lot of choices. They all left in groups of 2, except for NVIDIA, and hacking someone who's alone isn't really that interesting. I'd hack just about anyone I want, I can't. There's the frequency to think about too. In order to avoid exterior interference, helmets randomly switch frequencies. If the frequency doesn't match this helmet during the moment I've got some time for it, there's nothing to do. Hacking them is impossible. At the moment, matching frequencies include Ira, Avaridia, and Luxurious helmets. For now, I'll be hacking. Woo! So Ira is with Superbia, Avaridia is with Tristidia, and Luxuria is with Gula. I probably want to hack Ira's helmet. Yeah, I probably want to hack Ira's helmet. So that way I am with Ira throughout all of this. Is there a way to save this game, by the way? I probably want to hack Ira's helmet. How much time do we have left? Okay, we got an hour left, so I kind of want to see here after we go to Ira and it switches the metastasis. Let me quit and see if it's saved. Solve the puzzle. I haven't been able to save it all. That's the weird thing. There are 2 Eves. Okay. First one has to be lever, right? It autosaves? Seems like it. Well, there's okay, so there's never. Hold on. Oh, never leave. Okay, I think it's never leave is what it is. That's clever. Never leave. Got it. Let's see. I was thinking it was even Eve, and I was like, no, it's never leave. Gotcha. That's pretty cool. I like it. I like this a lot. This game is pretty good. Okay, so processing. Let me quit. The main menu progress is saved. Sure. So let's check the flowchart right now. So split in the blind. That is locked. Okay. So actually, it looks like right now we're going to this. It looks like we're going to an ending. Let me just find what he's doing. Gosh. So oh my gosh. There's like so many different saves. It looks like there's so many different endings too. Oh, I see. So we can hit on a different file and go from there. So if I hit done and then go to the flow chart, everyone's at 0. There's a new thing we could do there. Interesting. Okay, I like this. I like this. So you have 24 different options, and we can go at any different time. That's pretty cool. So let's do everything we can here, and then we jump to another save, and then we go from there. So we'll start. Let's go to Iris Helmet. Processing. Complete. Man, this game is super good. I like this. I like this a lot. I actually really, really like it. Don't think anyone actually knows about it. Arrow and Superbia were together, as expected. It was clear from the tone of the rabbit girl's voice that their current subject was meant to be a secret from the others. Yeah, we already know, none of us know each other. Do you think they would be more suspicious if they knew, though? Like, is it really that big of a deal? Of course it is. None of these idiots know each other, so we have to act like we don't either. Superbia and Ira know each other. What? It's also, it stays in the illusion of fair playing field. Yeah, I guess as you see, as always. So who are you going to vote for? Not like we're there yet, but... While Ira was talking, he was looking around as if he was searching for something. On the other hand, Superbia didn't lift a single finger, content to give a minimum of effort. I don't know. I don't trust any of them. Maybe I'll vote for you. Ira stopped what he was doing to look at her. She cackled slightly. It's a joke, dumbass. What's important is that they don't vote for me. You know, the only girlfriend who totally ever care enough to be around your loser ass. Oh my gosh, Ira and Superbia are dating. Dude, we're gonna kill your girlfriend. We're gonna kill your girlfriend. Yeah, you're right on that one, too. What's your plan for that? I don't think anybody trusts you either. I'm not Pandora, so all I need to do is point the finger at someone else. That little bitch Cora has it coming, I think. Out of all of them, she's the one most likely to be lying. I don't know. She seemed very genuine to me. You sure you don't want my me card? Superbia mimicked pinching her nose at that suggestion. Your me card? Ira, I should deserve to have it, obviously. But Triss gave it to you, so I think I'll make an exception and let you have it. There's no way I touched something that's been held by garbage. Ira shrugged and slid the B card in his pocket. The two of them kept looking for more in complete silence. They don't have a really healthy relationship, huh? It makes me feel kind of bad for Ira. Just kind of, though. After wandering around a while, the duo stopped in front of a bench. How did we stop? Did you see one? Getting it. Yeah. No, but I've been thinking, you wouldn't really vote for me, would you? No, of course not. Never thought of it even once. Good. Then, look, we'll get out and leave all those little idiots in here behind us. Yeah, that would sound good to me. Another silence came around until Superbia broke it, stopping in her tracks near another bench. Say, if we're all in my emptiness, we're all committing crime, huh? I wonder what their crimes were. Maybe, just maybe, if we can learn that, we can blackmail some of those chumps. Figuring that out will most likely be a decent mystery, but it doesn't have anything to do with the traitor I'm trying to weed out from the group. But maybe it can help me so I'd better stay sharp. Yeah, maybe. You know, I don't get why you stutter so much. Are you really afraid or something? You've always been like this, but it's hella bad right now. Don't like the idea of fooling those bastards? I think he just has a condition. I think he has a condition where he stutters. No, it's like, I don't feel like anything has changed. Okay, well, good then. Oh, right there. There's a me card. Under one of the benches was a small key card, much like the ones that came from their respective rooms. Superbia pocketed it. Think we should go back to the others? There's nothing here but rubble. Well, of course we should. Come on, Ira. It's a rhetorical question. What I say is law, remember? Yeah, what you say is law, Bia. Glad to know we understand each other. Hey, look over there. What the heck is he doing? She pointed at Nvidia as he came out from within the girls' bathroom, on the other side of the crossroads. Why was he in the girls' bathroom? Iris shrugged at that. I guess he's just being thorough? My guess is that he's got no me card yet. I'd like to say it sucks for him, but we don't have to find them, so what a fucking pain. If he doesn't find one, we'll have to look around even more. We should join up with the others anyway. Yeah, it's his problem as far as I'm concerned. I don't give a fuck about any of those chumps here. Maybe they'll think I'm an ass for it. What's it going to matter if they all end up dying anyway? I'll kill all of them if it meant I could get out. She closed her hands in her fists, though despite her stance, it was clear to imagine that she felt more powerless than anything else. Yeah, poor Ira. We need Ira on our team. Alright, so Nvidia's on our team, Ira's on our team, and then Lux is on our team, right? I think that's our team right now. Look, just calm down, okay? At least let's go through the votes so that is fair. If violence comes to it, though... He punched in his other hand while they walked off. Fair? Life isn't fair, and you know that better than anybody else. But fine, I'll at least agree to go with the votes, as long as I have the advantage. But by the way, do you not remember what happened before we were brought here? I'm having issues thinking about what I was doing this morning. I guess there was a side effect to this generalized sedation, after all. I can remember some things, but not normal things you'd expect me to remember. I remember what I think my crime was, but I can't remember what I ate for breakfast. Well, you're in the minority then, because I can clearly remember everything I want to recall. So what did you have for breakfast? I don't want to remember, so I'm not saying. Stick up, prick. Sounds awfully convenient to me. Maybe you can't remember either. Just admitted it. Superbia changed the subject following his sting. I didn't get you for your brain, Jabron, so shut up and do what I say. I was kind of like her bodyguard then. That's interesting. As long as he's there, I will always act in Superbia's favor, it seems. However, she doesn't seem to be giving much of a care about him. Maybe she'd be tricked into taking him out somehow. If I was the one who dies, then she'd lose her bodyguard and a lot of her threat by the same occasion. Why not get rid of Superbia instead? Because she's a dumbass and she's easily manipulated by anything that works in her favor. Ira might always just agree with her, but if he's her yes man, then she'll need another pillar when he's gone. All of a sudden, frequencies switched, interrupting the feed, which cut and restored to Cora's helmet. Alright, what do we see? Is somebody looking at us? We can't kill Ira. We cannot kill Ira. An hour and 20 minutes have passed since the beginning of the game. Only 40 minutes until everyone dies if no vote is put in. Cora climbed up the stairs. She felt a presence behind her. Upon looking back, she saw Nvidia following her. Hey, do you know who you're voting for yet? No, not yet. What does he want exactly? I thought good to vote for whoever you will. Thinking about it logically, if we all vote for a different person, we'll get into a deadlock, so that makes sense. But is it just a poorly thought lure into a false sense of security? If we kill Bia, yeah, we're killing Bia. Bia's gonna be the first to die, obviously, easily. Oh, okay, but I'm still not sure yet. You mean Dia? What do you mean Dia? Are you saying Vidi? I think you're saying Vidi. I think we need to talk it over. I think that's a better way. Know that if we talk about it, things might turn bloody. And here, there's no way to restrain anyone. Whoever we're going to vote for won't let it happen so easily. That makes sense, but we're still missing details. How will the vote be determined? What's inside of the cylinder exactly? We'll know the answers to those questions very soon. Their dialogue stopped when they reached the top of the stairs and joined the others in the front of the cylinder. It was a gigantic structure rising from the floor all the way up to the ceiling. Yeah. Oh, you are saying VD, gotcha. Okay, so we got Ira's trust and we got VD's trust. One's here. This doesn't look like it belongs in a school, no matter how you look at it. No shit, Sherlock. Of course it doesn't belong here. What are you, an idiot? All 8 participants stood in a circle around the black cylinder, waiting for something to happen. When it was clear nothing would automatically trigger, they got impatient and searched the surface. What's the big deal? We don't have a lot of time. I think close to an hour and a half already went by as of now. That's a fourth of our time. Open already, you big dumb shit. Do you cease your incessant auditory pollution pertaining to every single element belonging to any situation whatsoever? This three-dimensional curvilinear object has constantly hard slots around its perimeter, and one is labeled cow. I don't think you'll fit in there even if your body is also labeled cow. I presume you're having a plethora of exciting times at my expense?
Both of you shut up already. Giving me a headache. If you're not willing to figure out how this works without jumping out to each other's throats, you might as well die first.
Despite their faces not being visible at the moment, it was clear Gula and Superbia were glaring at each other, until both miraculously saw reason and dropped it.
But anyway, as I found out with Ava, the council surrounding this thing might help us if we insert our cards. I'm assuming we each have a specific spot. Didn't Mee say she would give us further instructions anyway?
Yeah, she said she was going to come back when we were going to vote, didn't she? And it's technically not time to vote just yet. The cards need to be in first. Okay, let's insert our Mee cards and we'll see then. All of them agreed, and mechanically, their hands all push their Mee cards into the corresponding slot on each console. After a brief moment, nothing happened. I knew this was stupid. Did we do something wrong? No, I don't think so. Mee said we needed 9 Mee cards to open this at first, right? Yeah, we were supposed to be 9 here. Fine then. I guess you'll all need my help. Superbia reached into her shirt and pulled out another Mee card from seemingly nowhere. All the others stared at her accusingly, despite the masks covering all of their faces. None of them said anything, prompting her to indignantly huff back at them. Oh, what now? You're going to tell me I'm a bad girl for concealing a Mee card? Bitch, please. As if you wouldn't have done the same to secure yourself your next votes. She went to the leftover console, which was labeled Panda, to insert the Mee card into it. The last person's was a panda? Dang. Once that was done, she waited a little bit before walking back to the console labeled Rabbit. All of a sudden, right when she took her spot back, Mee reappeared to all of them. Oh, how splendid. You have made it to your first vote. While the implications of what will happen shortly are terrifying, I still take delight in knowing you're safe and ready. You can't see it just yet, but the cylinder in the middle will be gone. You might currently be feeling it recede into the ground. In front of you, once your vision will have come back, will be a shotgun. Not just any shotgun, this is a specially made shotgun which can attach to the frontal hexagon of your masks. You will have 10 minutes to attach your helmet to it upon the insertion of a Mee card and put it in your vote, or you will surrender your right to live. It is a non-negotiable, 100% certain chance of death. The 6-hour timer will be paused for those 10 minutes. That means you can indeed survive 10 minutes longer than the timer allows if you do it right on the hour. You will no longer need to unlock the cylinder, so you may put your next cards directly into the contraption in the middle if you wish to give away your right of vote, and kill at your discrimination leisure. Remember, you still need 2 voting sessions to unlock the way in. The 10-minute timer will start now. This is probably one of the final times I will be speaking to you like this. If anything important happens, I will still intercede, but otherwise we'll be saying bye-bye. I will have one final announcement ready after your vote has ended. Unfortunately, one of you won't be there to see it, which is really sad. I'll see you later. Okay, this is this. Those are shotguns. Oh my god, those are shotguns. Oh my god, those are shotguns. Okay, everyone's vision faded back into reality once again, but this time, as Mee promised, a shotgun was waiting for them right in front of their helmets. Everyone looked at them with great apprehension. If you think I'm going to just do whatever you say, Mee, you're a goddamn idiot. Who would put their face on that barrel of a shotgun? You have 10 minutes, so there is no time to think. Quick, put your face on the shotgun, or you're going to die. As squeamish as I am to locate my visage in front of an instrument of death, there is no objection. Almost simultaneously, all the students and the teacher pushed the front of their helmets against the symbols on the end of the shotgun, slotting them into the indentations and locking themselves in place. Oh no! No! Oh my gosh! This is terror! Oh my gosh! Oh. This is terrifying! Good. Everyone acted quickly since it was their first time. Didn't think about the waiting a little bit before locking themselves in place. Now to convince them of the person they have to vote for. We still have to decide over who we're voting for, right? I think we should talk about it quickly then. We don't have a lot of time. I think Cora is the mastermind. Let's vote for her. I guess I'm in. Loath as I am to admit it, I hold no objections.
Wait, that's way too hasty. Where's that coming from? I don't think the mastermind is Cora. Sounds a little too quick to me, too. Is it because her name doesn't fit with her sins?
Do you have another option then? If not, we'll vote for the most suspicious one, and that right now is totally Cora. She's way too good with the puzzle we had to do, and her name basically screams Pandora.
Something like that, I guess.
I'm none too bothered over my vote unless you common opinion aims to proverbial firearm at my own self.
You guys really should care more, because the faster the real mastermind dies, the earlier we're out of here. Besides, none of this really makes her the mastermind, does it? Yeah, but we're only two to think that way. What about the others? Ava, Lux?
Don't have any other choice. It's gotta be her, right? Who else could it be among all of us?
I'm not sure about my vote just yet, but I'll go with what the majority decides. It could be any of us. But first I'd like to hear out what Cora has to say about it.
They're all latching onto the first option that saves them personally. Despicably self-centered. And Cora had to think fast. She hated stressful situations, but she had no choice now. So far, it looked like everyone except Nvidia and Tristidia were going to vote for her. She needed to tip the balance to convince at least two of the others to vote for someone else. Was there anything she could say in her defense while putting the blame onto someone else? I guess this will all depend on what I've seen and learned so far. Don't you guys think it's weird how Bia is taking the lead and trying to steer you? Explain your reasoning. You're looking to kill the real Pandora, right? She was all on board about treating the previous death as Pandora, but now she's trying to have me killed. I'm not Pandora anyway. You can say whatever you want. Need I remind you that you're the most suspicious one in here? You already said your reasoning, but can you elaborate a bit? I'm not an idiot, so I noticed your name was weird. It sounds like Pandora, for one, but it's also not a deadly sin. And also, you haven't been exploring with the others earlier. I saw you hanging around by the bathrooms. It's like you don't need to do it because you know everything already. Refuting those points quickly is mandatory. There's only so little time, though. And Cora took a deep breath. There wasn't much time to say everything she wanted to say, and any wrong step could spell her doom. Pandora could have taken anyone's name, which includes you too, so why am I the most suspicious? Before you answer that, consider this. How did you come to the conclusion your name is actually Superbia? That was the paper in our room, and we clearly had the answer right to escape the room. No way. The answer we had to yell wasn't our names. It was the link all of us shared. In other words, my emptiness.
She's right. We knew these names because we all remembered them, not because we read them on a paper.
I suppose it was misguided on Bia's part. However, my suspicions situate themselves on Cora regardless, given the other accusations. Your name is still whack and sounds like Pandora anyway. Remove the P and change the D into C, and there you go, Cora. Though it is not as if she chose it. Much like you, she has amnesia. However, I assume the mastermind is faking it. Be that as it may, perhaps. Seems like we're making some kind of headway. Iveridia is giving them a little bit too much to think about, but hopefully nobody is going to notice the hint she just gave them. See, the name means nothing. Why would I pick the name that would make me look most suspicious? Let's say you're right, and the mastermind made sure that the 9th person died to take their name. What's a safer bet to not be found out? The strange name of one of those confirming to the model? I know, this is super scary. I have no idea what's going to happen.
Logically speaking, I think you picked the name confirming to the model to blend in, but that's if your goal is to not be found out. Then again, I don't know what kind of goal would have you want to be found.
And what is our goal here? Among us, we have to kill the real face of me. It wouldn't be much of a game if it was so easy we'd find Pandora in the first vote without any kind of other than guesswork. Don't tell me you're all buying this. Reverse psychology might have a good chance in swaying their opinions. Oh, that's true. But we gotta drop the ball though. That Bia and Ira know each other. We gotta drop it. Shut up, dog.
Look, you've been a huge bitch to everyone, so I don't see why I should follow you more than Cora. It's true that the name in Cora doesn't fit with the rest, but... Word. I personally would rather just vote out the issues in the group first, and you're pretty high in the list right now.
Let's go! Oh, let's go, Vidi! 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 What up, Supernova? I'm still not entirely convinced. Though there is logic to what you're ascertaining.
But we still need more information.
Until then, we don't have a choice. Viridia is remaining silent. I think she's considering what's been said so far. Maybe she's been swayed already, which means only one more needs to be convinced. Cora was gathering her thoughts. It was difficult to go over anything that could help her as the anxiety was getting to her. Seeing how she was panicking, others took the spotlight instead.
Hey, Vidi, you know this game called Werewolf?
Yo, I know that game called Werewolf. Ooh, it's crazy.
Huh?
Yeah, what about it?
The game has a day-night cycle. Normally villagers, which are the majority, try to vote and kill the one they suspect to be their werewolf, who, during the nighttime, they turn others into werewolves or outright eat them instead. It kind of feels like we're playing that right now, don't you think?
I guess that's how it feels, but what are you implying by singling me out?
What if that game truly is being played real-time right now, and the girl in Lux and Ula's room died because you killed her before we woke up, and now we're in the next day cycle? Maybe the one we're looking for, the wolf, got to be voted out then, doesn't it?
No, Tristy, no! But I'm not here to kill anyone. In fact, I wasn't even in the classroom with Ula and Lux to begin with. It doesn't work that way because, well, the girl was alive when we woke up. She only died later. This is going nowhere, and that's a stupid theory. Why would this be based on this werewolf game you're talking about, anyway? Can I go back to the logs, actually? Hold on. Maybe not. My mind's still on Cora. Are you all just blind? Yeah, and besides, I have my own proof as to why Cora is suspicious. Show it then! We had a list of names in our room too, and on it was Cora too. Does that mean there were two Coras? But our Cora specifically introduced herself as Cora before we found the list of names, same as Vienna. B and me. Now's not the time for grammar, Cora.
Was it the list of 3 names or the website page?
What list of 3 names? We didn't have anything like that. Thinking about it, it must have been the website. Oh, I confused myself, sorry. There's just one Cora then. We're still running in circles. Who's voting for who?
I'm voting for whoever you vote for.
There's no purpose going over who's voting for who right now. Our time is quickly dwindling. We need to come up with a conclusion. We need to pit Ambra and Bia against each other. That's the only way we're gonna win this. Your duplication's lot may suit yourselves at this debate, but I decided to keep the equilibrium between my head and the rest of my body proper. For that purpose and the additional purpose of your common survival, I propose you vote swiftly and promptly. I guess there's no avoiding it then. We still don't really know who to vote for, but... Wait up. I want to vote too, but we still have 2 minutes, and I don't want to vote for someone innocent. No one's innocent here, Teach. We're all criminals. You know what I mean? I have doubts on Cora, and I'd rather not vote for her. I see. So we're going into that outcome. I guess it sucks for me, but it will save all of them.
What are you talking about?
Too long to explain, and we're running out of time. We're all voting for someone different. We're stuck in a deadlock. That's all I need to know. We need to come to a conclusion. I am not dying because the teacher put us all in the freaking deadlock. It's got a weird thing, spinny reel. I've been given specific instructions in case this happened. Just vote for me and don't look back. Vidi, no! Vidi, no! If I die, everything falls apart and everyone will be saved. Everyone. There. Vidi, no! Vidi, no! Specific instructions? He's lost it. At this point, I'm not even arguing. Just vote for the wolf. Vote for the wolf, I see. Sure, I guess. Oh, Vidi, please no. Please no, Vidi. I also don't understand what he's talking about, but with that kind of sacrifice, there's no way he's a traitor. I don't think it's possible to change their minds, though. So go ahead and vote for me. I've done some bad stuff too, you know. At least, maybe with this, I'm going to atone for the crime I did. And to you, Leah. What? What do you mean by that? Vote already. Don't you get that lives are on the line here? 7 people are counting on this to happen. You think I'm gonna vote just because you said that? I need to know what you mean by this stuff, too. Like, you can't totally bail on me after saying that some stupid thing like that. I totally can. Eat shit and vote. Cora, remember what I told you earlier, and don't forget it. About people not being able to trust or something like that? Was it? Why would he bring that up now? Whatever then! If you want to die a hero for your precious Cora, I don't care. So we vote for Petey? Yeah, sounds like it. That's a complete waste of a vote. Maybe the next one will be more useful. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, VD. The screens above the voting consoles settled onto NVIDIA's symbol. It was clear what was to follow. It was his execution. Every shotgun but the victims released their hold, leaving the participants to witness the macabre outcome. It took only a moment for the gunshot to come. It sounded like it shot NVIDIA at point-blank range, but in reality, there were no bullet holes in the helmet he wore. Time slowed down. Eventually, everything froze. Lone wolves die alone. Did something go wrong? It feels as though something should have happened. But nothing happened. Before time resumed its course, at that moment, an explosion engulfed NVIDIA's body in a cloud of dust and smoke. As it all settled down, the vision became much more horrific than before. NVIDIA remained on the ground, with a charred mark on the floor where his head once was. No one can say anything. Some of them, like Luxuria, had turned away in order to not witness the horrendous outcome for what it was, rather content in watching the consoles instead. Others, like Justitia, stared, dumbfounded. A large pool of red, reminiscent of spilled ink, was spreading from the empty abyss of that missing neck. And Cora watched the remains of perhaps her only real ally laying limp to the blood-stained surface. The feelings coursing through Cora were unclear and indiscernible. There was fear, horror, apprehension, but there was also relief. It hadn't been her body lying on the ground. Everyone else most likely felt very much the same. What the fuck? Am I the only one who thinks this is insane? It happened, didn't it?
Yes, he's dead.
He's not just dead. That's death. That's desperation. He's totally dead. This person's still alive, though. Interesting. That's like being fucking dead.
Those are the same thing. Adding a swear in front of it doesn't make it a completely different thing, Bia.
For a moment, it looked like Viridia was going to say something as her body language clearly indicated hesitation, but she merely walked off with her shoulders slumped. The silence settling on the group lasted for a while. It slowly dispersed as everyone in the group took the outcome in stride. The dead body was a reminder that this fate could be one that they all shared. Let's hope it doesn't come to that. The goal is for only the traitor to die, or the least amount of them, since that's not possible. You know, the worst thing about death is that dead body is not a person anymore. It used to be a person, and now it's just an object. It's just a thing. It's just an object. You could shake it, but Mitty's not going to answer. He was alive right now, but before that, though, he was talking and arguing with us.
Or it's just a lack of the ability to process information and answer accordingly. Yeah, it's not really different than a machine. Except it can process it differently because we can choose to not act accordingly.
Assuming what you enunciate is true, would that not mean we'd be following the script regardless? And Cora paid little attention, looking around for the others. Make sure Ira doesn't die? True. Ira and Superbia had been strangely quiet. It's because they'd both left already. Viridia was still gone, and Luxuria wasn't near them. After all, it is presumptuous to assume we have this free will when the choice, as you inferred, is made based on available information. Justitia finally stared back at Gula, shrugging.
Maybe not. I don't think anyone could tell. If I had to guess, though, you're probably correct.
Again, Justitia shrugged.
We're like monkey puppets dancing on the strings of fate. Maybe it's not called fate, maybe it's called destiny. Maybe it's called Shakespeare's script. The Point is, you can't drive your train off course. It will stay on the rails. Of course, with sufficient force, I guess you could make it go off the rails. When that happens, though, it's not a good outcome. You'll crash and kill dozens, if not hundreds. And as you can see, before us, the consequences is real. He pushed against Iridia's side with his foot. Gula grimly retained her silence. The only sound interrupting the moment came from Luxuria, whose tears are running wild. Is that sobbing from fear? Disgust? Legitimate sorrow? Either way, it doesn't look like we've got the mastermind. The others looked at her. It was a real worry. With the timer ticking down again, they had a job to fulfill. Truth be told, the game will really only end the moment I find out the traitor. Anything to manipulate them into thinking they won. I'm guessing VD's not been our target. I suppose we'll just have to keep the train going. Hopefully I'm not the next one entering eternity.
I don't think anybody would hope for that. Can we stop talking about death? The little girl spoke aloud and missed her tears, supporting herself against one of the consoles. Gula and Trustidia split from the others, deciding to take their conversation elsewhere. Cora remained with Luxuria. We can go elsewhere too if you want. I guess. I believe this actually happened. Twice a beheading. The others from what that girl got the wrong guess, most likely. As Cora noticed when she wandered close to her, Luxuria was extremely destabilized by the event, to the point where she was not only hugging herself in fear, but also on the verge of mental collapse. You want to help me put in the cards into the slots in the middle? We have to do it at some point, so we may as well fill 9 cards in. Okay. The angle of her helmet showed she gave a glance towards the headless corpse before she set off to work alongside Cora. The two of them began collecting the deactivated cards from the consoles, careful not to wander in front of one of the shotguns. It would be too stupid if one of them fired by mistake. It's obvious they can't fire unless a vote is cast that they don't shoot real bullets. This precaution is just for Luxuria's sake, for sure. Look, so you calmer now? Cora asked the question, though she didn't expect any real answer out of the girl. To her surprise, she nodded while they were putting in the cards into the instruction. Yeah, a little now. I don't know what's going on, but I don't want to be weak like this either. It's just the body. What about the body? I'm just glad I can't smell it, or I'd probably... Cora's vision faded right afterwards. Oh, here we go. Very soon, everyone's helmets displayed me once more. Their instructions weren't over yet. Greetings once more. I'm sure you'd rather not see me again, not after the vote, and your first witness of a dead body. I would like to remind you that there will be 5 more in total today other than this one, so you should strap yourselves in. The carnage isn't over yet. Far from it. Fortunately for you, now you have an hour to respite. Please, use your time well. You'll be heading towards more of those education rooms now. If you remember the room you woke up in, they're all little like that. All the me cards are hidden further inside. To progress, you will have to unlock the door leading to the hallway, much like how you've unlocked the previous one. That is correct, another puzzle awaits you. Hopefully you didn't kill off your best puzzle solver yet, or else you would regret it now. The timer inside of in Cora's helmet read exactly 4 hours remaining. Once you've made your way inside, you will have to split up into 3 groups. You may be 1, 2, or 3 in a group. The very moment 4 people enter the same classroom, they will surrender their right to live. Each classroom has an assigned subject for you to study and a question to answer. The subject in question will be given to you personally by me after 39 seconds have elapsed since the room's door has been opened, which is also when it will close and lock. Don't you feel smarter by learning various subjects? Another smart thing to do, not opening the doors until you are ready to go in, otherwise it will lock you out for 39 minutes. Please remember that once you enter a room, you will also only have 39 minutes before you surrender your right to live. Time is of the essence, and I will stop taking it from you now. From now on, I will only appear to give you each room's subject as you enter them. I wish all 7 of you good luck, and don't forget, I'll see you later. Why is 39 the arc number here? That's interesting. Then the image faded once more, and Cora's vision was replaced with the real world. She looked at Luxuria, who looked back at her. The bear-themed girl decided to keep Luxuria company instead of helping the others solve the aforementioned puzzle. They could probably take care of this one on their own anyway. The others had all gone to gather in front of the double doors leading further into Wing A. Luxuria brought Cora back to her with some more talking. kind of want to look at this machine a bit more. We only have so much time before the next voting round. If we're going to do that, we'll be leaving the teams in separate insane groups. What do you mean? We're 7 left now, so that means if we both stay here to look at the machine and try to figure out how it works, we're leaving them to split as teams of 2, 2, and 1. Do we have to? What if they split up into 2 groups of 2 and 3? And we go together in one of the rooms? I guess. Except Cassie, but in that case, I should go tell the group. For a moment, Luxuria hesitated. Cora could tell it was because this would leave her alone, and there was already a feeling of kinship developing between the two of them. Yeah, we've already built trust up with Snake, so... Already clinging on to another, huh? Okay, but come back fast, Cora. After promising it to Luxuria, and Cora walked off to join the main group in order to tell their plan. Okay, if the title... Okay, it does change. Hold on. Let's see where we are in the flowchart. Oh, we're almost about to finish something. Alright, let's finish this path and then we'll... Sorry, I've been given a time limit, so I'm asking for an extension of the time limit. So let's get this first ending out of the way. Who's ready? Who's ready? Cora found the others as they were caught in a rather heated debate amongst themselves. No way am I going in with anybody here. Oh, no, you're all loons like Viti. I can't take any chances for myself.
Is this cacophony related to what he was trying to tell you before dying?
No. I just don't give a shit about any of you. You sure you pursue this unreasonable course of action? I suggest we remove you from the group promptly and set you aside outside of the rooms we shall be investigating, without a meat card for the subsequent voting session. You guys can't vote without me anyway, so I have to hand one over sooner or later. Ira's fists were closed in anger. Looking at the others, Cora realized she had to do something, or else a fight was going to break out. In order to mediate, the group and Cora... Oh my gosh, I have to choose. We have Ira's trust, so... We're gonna bitch out Superbio. Why not? What the hell is going on here? Also... Are you guys fighting at this time? Bia, seriously, you should hold off. We don't have the time for this kind of thing. Shut up, idiot! Don't get caught up in this, or you're going to eat the back of my hand. No, we really do not have the time, so you have to settle for now. Bitch at us after we're free from this hellhole. The rest of the people had gone silent at their altercation. Yo! Horse likes us! Let's go! Horse likes us! Let's go! Let's go! Trist! Even Superbia understood what Cora meant after a while, and she relented, making a movement of her hand, as if to dismiss the entire conversation altogether. Okay, thanks. I think you'd best be coming with Lux and me. Whatever, I don't care. Guess I'll tag along. The girl's proposition went rather flawlessly. The entire group was glad to not have to deal with Superbia anymore, so they didn't have any issue pawning her off to Cora. Only Ira didn't change his stance for a few moments, before he reluctantly agreed to it.
Very well then. I'll be going with Ira, and Ula will be going with Ive.
Are you certain of this? The teams seem moderately unbalanced. I'm afraid I cannot accept a mere thoughtless endeavor.
No, it's not unbalanced. You and Ava are smart, but I think I'm able to piece things better. That way, I should go with the most cognitively challenged individual in order to round it out.
If you're so certain of your assumptions, very well. Yet I harbor some disagreements regarding the fact you believe your personage to be so mentally superior to us. I'll be leaving the group now, okay? Bia, come. We'll go have a look at what Luxuria wanted us to check, and then we'll go. The rabbit-themed girl shrugged and went with the bear-themed girl after a brief goodbye thrown to the others. Joining back with Luxuria, the two girls noticed that the smaller one had been in the process of examining the machine already. Lux, we've got to go soon to solve a room. The timer's ticking down and... No, wait! Cora, look! Bia, you too! The two girls approached curious. Luxuria was examining the ninth station, the one that belonged to the person the two others hadn't seen. I think we could do something here. She pointed at the mechanism behind. The shotgun that had been propped up was held by a tall pillar to match the console, which one could open by applying pressure onto the inside panel, not visible from afar. And what does that all mean? I don't know yet, but it opens. And Cora knelt beside it and took a look inside. There was machinery, cogs, and belts. Clearly, they were all made to hook into one another to trigger the shotgun. How it actually worked remained a mystery at a single glance. We can mess with this one and it won't matter too much, but the others won't open. And this is dangerous territory to cross, though. I want to look at it too. Think it's fine if we fuck around with this stuff? Will me roll over and all like, what up? It might be good to look at it at the others. Maybe they open like this one. There shouldn't be any harm in just having a look, but I think me will get mad if we break this stuff. Cora stood back and left Superbia have a look inside the box. While the rabbit remained there, the other girls searched the rest. As much as Cora, tried, no box opened like the first one, except for the one behind NVIDIA's console. So they can open after they fire? Something doesn't feel right. Must be a problem with the mechanism. None of this should be accessible under normal circumstances. Cora watched the box for a moment before reaching inside with a hand. She found a small switch she could flip. It was very well hidden in the very back, and unless you knew where to find it, it seemed impossible to figure out its location. That's the mechanism to release the gun. This will give a very huge advantage over the others, but it will also make it much harder to garner their trust. Either way, it's not loaded. None of them are. What happens when they fire is entirely from the helmet side. Her thumb brushed against the switch, and after a small push of her hand, the mechanism began moving. Very quickly, the bear-themed girl pulled her arm out of the box just as the clasp released the instrument of death. The question remained. Either Cora took the gun or she left it there. On one hand, the gun will give her protection, as if it was left here to act as a shield. Cora glanced to the other two. They hadn't noticed the gun coming loose. Having it would make her a prime target. And that was why if she took it, she had to be sure of what she wanted to do with it. With the stress of the moment getting to her head, Cora... Do I want people's trust anymore? Our friend's dead. We're taking the gun. 33%. Wait, what? Wait, what's that? Wait, what? Hold on. What did I just get? We just raised 33% with the dead person. We just raised 33% with the... Oh god. Rising back up, Cora reached both hands forward, grabbing the shotgun. She took it off its stand and held it in both hands, one on the trigger and the other under the barrels. Cora, what the hell did you do? Superbia kept her distance to watch Cora in light apprehension. Or perhaps envy, or maybe even disgust. The fact remained that Cora now had a gun. Luxuria glanced over and recoiled in panic. Cora? Don't tell me you're going to... Cora shook her head. No, I'm just keeping it for protection. I don't want to shoot anybody. Well, that's reassuring. It didn't feel too reassuring, but Cora didn't feel like she had to explain herself any further. She was actually eager to move from the voting stands, since the boxes could be opened if the person in question died. The last thing I want is for anyone else to grab one of the shotguns, even if they aren't loaded. Unsurprisingly, the two girls followed without any fuss. Much like Cora, they were in a hurry to move away from where the instruments of death were being held. On the way towards Wing A, Superbia asked the two girls a peculiar question. Hey, let's say you had a shotgun and it was loaded. Who would you shoot? Huh? Her tone made it clear the question took her by surprise. Time was ticking, but the three of them came to a standstill near the entrance to Wing A. Are you sure we have time for this? Why not? Do we really have to explore a room? We've got 6 hours, 2.5 nearly went by, votes in about 35 minutes. Well, we need those me cards. Unless someone dies during this hour slice. Luxuria's knees shook a little. Cora could tell that she wasn't a fan of the upcoming plan of assassination. Those guns aren't loaded anyway. Maybe Tristidia? He's a little creepy. Cora looked at Luxuria with surprise. The girl had been quite scared of bodies earlier, and now she was answering Superbia. Though I do agree, he is a little creepy. So, Ankara, what's it gonna be then? If you could shoot someone, who? Ankara thought about it for a moment. She figured answering either Superbia or Luxuria wouldn't be a good idea. Given the choice, she would shoot Gula. We're gonna shoot Gula. Tristidia is too good to... Why did that raise with Gula? Why did that raise Gula's trust? I'd probably go for Gula. Her speech is far too distinguished not to be a sign of her involvement. Those words caused a moment of silence between the girls. It was as if the two others were considering it, until Superbia shrugged, as if it didn't matter to her. But you're right either way. Regardless of who you'd shoot, the guns aren't loaded. Let's just get a move on. The rabbit-themed girl gave a nod towards the open hallway. Ankora stared at Luxuria, who said nothing, though she averted her gaze. Following up on their marching order from before, Ankora took the lead. Merciless. Ankora stopped in front of a closed door. This was the classroom the first group had chosen to explore, so I'm going to check this real quick. Yep, this is it. Things so badly have supported looks vanished alongside with the two other important objects. That doesn't bode well. That doesn't bode well! Uh-oh. She wasn't sure if it was Ira or Tristidia's room or if it was Viridia and Gula's room. The metal plate at the top was far too high for her to look inside without jumping, and either way, it was covered by said metal plate. Even if she could reach it, it was useless. This door's closed. There's no point in sticking around. The girls set off again, finding a second door that was much like the first. The other two groups had gone for the closest ones. I wonder what kind of subject each group is learning about now. She murmured to herself, but no one answered her. The two girls must have been thinking about it too. She assumed they were too stressed out by what they might have to solve in their room. Finally, Cora stood before the final room for the section of Wing A, and she opened the door to look inside. It was a comfortable lounging area. She was about to walk in before she realized something was amiss. Luxuria and Superbia were gone. Fudge nuggets, since when have they left? That's interesting, yeah, King Cheese. There's not very much time at the time. The door's going to lock in the next 39 seconds. A bad feeling spread through Ankora. Leaving the door aside, she retraced her steps to find the tallest and the shortest girls of the group. Solving it alone would cause more issues and problems we won't resolve. There's no helping it then. Someone's gonna have to die without a voting session. Where have you gone? We have to solve this fast. In truth, the door had already locked by the time the girl had reached the entrance of Wing A again. Only silence greeted her, giving her no clues to where the others had gone. They couldn't have gone too far. There was only one way to take. Even though there were a few twists and turns to Wing A, the entirety of it had been just one long hallway. But now she was at the crossroads. Fitting for this middle area of the school was often nicknamed the Crossroads by the students as it stood between all four wings. Where did they go? Did they go back to the voting machine? Did they go back to the first hallway? Ankara wasn't sure, but ultimately... Let's go to the voting machines. Her steps brought her to the mechanisms they had inspected earlier. There was no trace of anybody or anything at all. Okay, everyone's still good. That's right, something was wrong. She didn't expect to necessarily find anyone here, but as she approached the shotguns to examine the ninth one, something was amiss. The shotgun was there, of course, yet her hand was going through it, unable to touch it or pick it up. The same was happening to Nvidia's shotgun. She could touch the symbol plates, but not the firearms. Huh? It's there, but can't touch it? What is this? What does it mean? I definitely could touch it earlier. A ghost? Can't touch it, hand going through it. That's the sign of a ghost, isn't it? No, that doesn't make any sense. And Cora was scared about what she was witnessing. Scared enough to leave the area back to the staircase. She waited there a few minutes to try and figure out where Luxuria and Superbia had gone, but they never appeared. Instead, she went into the first hallway, deciding they must be there. But there wasn't anyone. The girl tried to process just how that was possible. She'd explored every possible area of the wing and the crossroads. By now, the timer showed there were only 10 minutes remaining. Groups would begin to emerge from their rooms soon. There's no time to lose. Where are you? As if to answer her, a loud gunshot echoed in the hallway. It came from behind. Ankara fell to the ground after that, body flopping over like a marionette with its strings cut. Before her vision had cut, she almost saw what the figure looked like. It was not alone. There were two of them. And finally, everything went absolutely black. I wonder whose shadows those were. The most possible explanation would be Luxuria and Superbia's shadows, but there were two problems with that. The first problem is obviously that both shadows were somewhat tall. That excludes Luxuria from having taken part in it, unless her shadow magically grows taller than most others. The second problem is that the shotgun. Nobody taught them how to remove it, unless one of them spied while it was happening. Once again, Luxuria is too short to have done that without being noticed. Superbia was definitely one of the two of them, though. That means Superbia took the shotgun. But the shotgun was still there. For some reason, all the shotguns were there, even if any attempt to contract with them failed. As for the second shadow, I don't know whose it is. I can only guess. It's a little shapely, a little defined like muscles, so maybe it was Ira. Maybe his presence there caused this to happen, in which case he should have been removed. If I had another chance, I'd tell myself to watch out for Ira, to focus on Ira. Without Ira, Superbia probably would be as defenseless as a little bunny. Looking at the consoles too closely had been a mistake too. I still can't wrap my head around the state of the shotguns. Something strange is going on here. Not that it matters to me anymore. Near endless darkness awaits. But the box remains shut. The box remains shut? What happened to the box? End? Is that really the end? Dead end. Oh, well, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. We died. That's it. Merciless, we got a dead end. We died. It's locked. So right now, we're at a crossroads. So, one, trust two. One, trust two, trust one. Okay, so then it all goes back to that box, true. So I guess next time when we play this, we'll try going to the split and seeing if we can do anything else. But, you know what I just realized? So NVIDIA dies just in that one. There, and looks like, okay, so there must be one where we die. There has to be one where we die. Something happens. Oh my gosh. Alright, and then real quick, because I'm being yelled at to go down. What happens if we go to this save file? Go to the flowchart. So we have a new thing that we can do here. And everything right now is open to us. It actually doesn't even look like the split or two heaps. Oh, it's hacking into the helmet, so we can go back. We can go back. Okay, so let us load and go back to here. Oh my gosh, this game is great. This game is fantastic. This game is fucking fantastic. Holy shit. I'm so intrigued right now. I want to play more of this. I want to play more of this. This is a fantastic game. This game is great. So brutal, yeah. I wish to be honest, I wish we could have saw VD's dead body, because like dead bodies, I for some reason don't mind seeing. I feel like that'd be interesting. Also, so Deadly Sins, we got some stuff here. So Deadly Sins, hacking, werewolf, and mafia. So Deadly Sin, well, we'll read those all later. But for that's gonna be it for Birth Me Code right now. What we're gonna do, bro, I would have cried if we did. Yeah, that would have been sad. I like VD. VD is awesome, but there might be some other timelines where he lives. We'll have to see. But that's gonna be it for Birth Me Code for today. Once again, huge shout outs to Miracle Moon and SHSL Blaze. Miracle Moon for one, developing this amazing game. Definitely check them out on Twitter. Please support this game. It is $25 on Steam. Please support this game and play this for yourself as well. Don't just watch the stream and watch all of it too. But, you know, purchase the game, support. I'm actually going to be purchasing this for Word, so that way I can support this game. Word may never play it because he's not too big into it's very intriguing. Same, John, same. But yeah, I'm going to buy this for Word so that way I can at least support this game. But yeah, huge shout out to Miracle Moon for one, trusting Blaze to give me a code, and also Blaze for getting me a code to this game. So far, it's fantastic. So far, this game is fantastic. I'm gonna say the one thing that I'm a little bit like meh about is the highlighting of everything. I would like to not have the highlighting. I would rather like have to search for it myself, you know, because it's about that searching that should help out, you know. That's the kind of the big thing is just like you should search for things yourself to try it. Maybe like when you hover over it, it would light up. That's currently my only critique. And then maybe see the dead bodies. Also, if you need voice acting, yo, I know Blaze would voice act, probably Wolf. I don't know, check that out, but I'm curious to see how you like how the game resolves. Better voice spoilers. I got you, Cube. I got you. Have you been playing this as well, Cube? Because this is fantastic. This is a great game. I also want to say right now, the plan for tonight has changed. We're doing a cafe coalition in about an hour. I don't know what we're playing just yet. I have to check the Discord, but we're gonna be over on Zombies channel for the last stream for tonight, which means no Super Mario Maker 2. So apologies about that. But I pick it up though. Gotcha. But yeah, please pick this game up. It's fantastic. But yeah, we'll be on Zombies channel in about an hour, so please check out Zombies Go Nom. We'll be on his channel for Cafe Coalition tonight, so that'll be cool. With that being said, I'm about to be yelled at way downstairs, so I gotta get going. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed Birth Me Code. Thank you also to our sponsors. We got our Super Sheeples, Yoshimel and Travis Word, VIP Supernova, and we got our regular members Squidman, James Clark, and Zillion Blogger. So thank you guys so much for being members to the channel, and have a wonderful day, night, morning, afternoon, and or evening. My name's Katathi. I'll see you guys next time for more Variety Gaming. See you guys later. Peace. Bye, everybody.